Man, blessings to everybody. Do me a favor, man. I know it's late, for some of y'all. I know that y'all not used to being up at this time. I completely understand. But some of y'all used to being up at this time. Why? Cause it's pimping hoe hours. And I'm thinking about actually making this a regular time. I'm just gonna see how things go out this month. But King Difference, man, what's going on with it? Blessings to you, Israel. I seen Bug pretty ass up in here. Shout out to all the ladies that's currently here. Blessings to everybody. Listen, I'm gonna answer some questions first, the same way that I do like pretty much in all call-ins. If you didn't want to be out of pocket, maybe you got folks, and by you having somebody presiding over you, you didn't want to call in, you didn't want your voice to be heard, and that's cool. But just make sure that whenever you have a question, just get into my DM, and anybody will tell you, Sin ain't never done that with any of you. I've never, got on YouTube and be like, yeah, man, such and such, what's the name, _304. Yeah, man, she fucking with pimping, yeah, and she got in my DM. I don't do that. Whatever question that you have, when I get the opportunity and liberty, I definitely will answer, according to the game. So you ain't got to deal with all of that. Now, as far as like to the young pimping or some niggas that think they pimping and you scared to call in, you shy, you a shy ass nigga, you can also put your question, in the DM or what have you. I mean, and most of you be sitting up there hitting my phone any damn way. Y'all know my 702 number. That's a personal number of mine. That ain't no YouTube shit, But hold on, let me do this right quick and refresh. Hey, Snazzy. Okay, I feel better now. Snazzy girl up in here. How you doing, baby? Okay, cool. Oh, man, appreciate the respect. Tyler, thank you for coming in with the 5, man. What song was that, P? First of all, just to let you know where they got it originally from, that's come from a very, very underrated, artist by the name of Shantae Moore. If you ever listen to the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack, The Way You, that come from Shantae Moore on the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. But Sugar Free and Pomona Young got on it and did they thing. So I just got through playing Sugar Free and Pomona Young, Tailor Made Smooth. Tailor Made Smooth, all right? So yeah, that's what I just got through playing. But yeah, Tyler, man, appreciate that. Dr. Walkers, Dr. Moyes, appreciate that 10, man. Blessings to you. Appreciate the respect, fam. Q, man, appreciate that 5. All glory to the game and blessings from Alabama. Man, blessings to Alabama, man, for sure. Okay, so I can get to some of these questions as far as the call-in is concerned. Let me answer. No, don't call in just yet. It's not time for you to call in. I'll let you know. Let me answer questions first. Now, some of you got in my DM after you seen me on Dinosaurs, kind of like, lightweight, roasting a little dude that really was a fanned out nigga. But, of course, niggas be fanned out with me. But, of course, when they get on other platforms, especially when the ladies is watching, now all of a sudden, it's something different, But anyway, the nigga that I was talking to is 42 years old right now. And he said that he been in the game. First, he couldn't even remember. You know what I mean? He's saying he was in the game, for 5 damn years. But come to find out, as he kept talking, I could tell that he was one of them pandemic niggas. Saying, what's a pandemic nigga? He saw an opportunity. He slipped on the banana peel and fell into this shit. You know what I mean? It's really not in him. But, you know, some of these little lostitutes, you know, so in need of guidance, and a lot of them hate to be alone, and loneliness will just, you know, drive you to make some dumbass decisions. You know, loneliness. Have you ever just seen, and that's not just in our lifestyle. That's just women in all walks of life, period, that who have allowed the spirit of loneliness to compel them to make some very unwise decisions. And because we have some people who just hate to be alone, can't be alone, don't know how to be 2 seconds alone. That's why that's one of the reasons out of the innumerable why we have so many goofies, so many male actresses, you know, in the lifestyle, you know, because we have women trying to build a bear. They got the Build a Bear program. Then you got those, you know what I mean, that's just lonely, you know? And so niggas just happened to be around. They was available. It ended up having a profitable situation that he wasn't even supposed to preside over. But make a long, hold on, who is this? Okay, the infamous Glacier, man. Appreciate that 5 tithes and offerings. So much game. Appreciate that 5, man. Appreciate the respect. Okay, so like this, right? Some of you was like, yeah, Peter, where you was talking to him, it's like, maybe, is there a certain age that you have to be, you know, or, you know, is it an age that's too old to start pimping? Now, of course, you know, I'm going to answer this question, but that fella that I was talking about, I don't even see that nigga as no pimping. You know what I mean? Not at all. And get my likes up. You know what I mean? It's late. We talking about pimping and hoeing. You know YouTube ain't going to push my notifications out like that. Man, hit that like button. Stop playing with this game. But yeah, so I don't even recognize this Poindexter ass nigga, you know what I mean, to even be this. But what I will say to you is this. The authentic look at you niggas very strange when you niggas pretty much then went your whole life, you know what I mean, as a full-fledged, 100% square, a husband for 20-some years. You was a firefighter. I mean, yeah, you was a fireman, you know what I mean, for 20-some years. You was an astronaut. You was doing all of this shit or whatever you was doing in the streets or out the streets for whatever amount of years. And now all of a sudden, you know what I mean, you in your 40s or you close to your 40s and now you want to pimp? No. It sound like you was broke as hell, or maybe you wasn't broke as hell. Maybe you had some toys from the drug game, or maybe you had some toys from, you know, another lifestyle, and you're trying to use that, you know, and say, man, I'm seeing this nigga and that nigga. And see, that's why we can't allow goofies to profess this pimping. Because when you allow idiots, when you allow goofballs to profess this pimping, everybody and their mama think that they can be this. That's why you have to watch who you call P. You understand what I'm saying? Some of y'all be calling niggas P this and P that. And when you call a nigga P, especially to a young impressionable nigga or a bitch that don't know no better, they thinking that you chopping it up with some pimping. You just sit up there and called the nigga P. You can't call everybody P. And so by you talking to this nigga, acknowledging him as if like, you know, he's some pimping, that give him the opportunity to manipulate and accumulate off of the individuals that can't pretty much, you know, distinguish between, you know, authentic and fraudulent. They can't discern between the two. So you can't call everybody P. You have to watch that shit. And so, you know, it wasn't just him I was cutting up. Even another nigga that be taking pictures inside of Walmart. Yeah, I had to chop that nigga up. And, you know, Free's friend, I ain't never met this dude physically. He seemed cool. But, you know, Freeze fuck with him. But you know how my brother is. I love my brother. But You know, my brother, you know, he light skinned pimping. So, you know, he more likable. He more talkable with niggas that I wouldn't talk to. You know what I mean? You know, light skinned pimping. P light skinned pimping. Yeah, you know, want to be friendly with everybody. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, P? I'm not into that. I'm not into that at all. You dig? I'm not into that. You know, yeah, baby, taking pictures in Walmart. This is somebody that, if you remember, when I was on Presiding Rebuking Service channel, it was a picture with them, the thumbnail of a dude throwing his hands up like he was pimpish inside of Walmart. And I was like, damn, who take pictures inside of Walmart? Who posing like a pimp inside of Walmart in aisle 9 in front of all the snacks and shit? Come on, man. The kids need their snacks to eat and go to school with. Why you got your old dumbass standing all in front of the snacks and shit like that, man? Let the kids get their snacks, man. He throwing up his hands and shit like, yeah, pimping. You know what I mean? In front of all the snacks. Man, if you don't get your dumbass, if you don't get your peculiar, disfigured looking ass up out the motherfucking way, man, and let these kids have their snacks, man, the kids got to go back to school and shit, man. You tripping. Motherfuckers trying to get their Capri Suns and, you know what I mean, they oatmeal cookies and shit, man, and they Oreos. And you got your ugly ass standing all in front of the motherfucking snacks. God damn. Everything that the kids got to go through today, man, it's fucked up. You know what I mean? So, I chopped him up. And one of the reasons why I chopped this old nigga up is because he always speaking on my brother. But that's another subject. I'm using him to show you that even though Free's friend tried to save him, like that's my uncle saying he the ism. Some of y'all might have been there. He was like, yeah, he the ism. I said, what's the ism? And then the nigga went from speaking fluently to basically having a speech impediment. He said, yeah, man, sin, don't roast him, man. Don't chop him, man. You know what I mean? This family right here. You know what I mean? He not just he's the ism. I was like, oh, he the ism? Okay, define ism. Cause maybe I don't know what the fuck ism is. You dig? Maybe I don't know what this shit is. Maybe I don't know what this pimping is. Maybe I don't know what the P is. Maybe I don't know what this game is about. So you define all of this shit for me, cause right now I'm dumbfounded. If he the ism, and the nigga I'm talking about, not only does he be taking so-called pimpish pictures all up in Walmart, but he's a truck driver. He a truck driver, and then you know how cause that's one thing about a pimp that's been pimping. Pay attention to that, ladies. Listen to me. When you go on somebody's page, you know what I mean? You should be able to see some type of throwback pictures. This is how you know you ain't fucking with somebody that just started in the game 2 seconds ago. You know what I mean? It should be some captions talking about years ago. You know? Always look for that. Like, okay, I see this, I see that. Because you have to understand, any nigga can sit up there and win the lotto. Motherfucker can sit up there, you understand me, and win a settlement and act like he just stumping down on the pavement. No. It's some niggas that's living off the government. These niggas ain't living off the pavement for real. So when you go on the IG page or whatever page, it's just certain things that you look for. You know what I mean? Because his history might be a mystery. You know what I mean? You should be looking at them years. Then you should be looking at certain pictures to see the peers. And if them peers ain't this pimping, you know what I mean? And let me say this. Ain't nowhere in the world, niggas, all these niggas talking about something, they've been pimping for 20 years and don't nobody know you. All these Joseph Arimathea ass niggas pimping in secret. You know what I mean? Pimping in the sewer and all of that shit. Nah. That ain't even, nah. If he been pimping for 20 years, people should be able to get on telecommunication speak to representation, and get confirmation about his representation in the location of these motherfucking streets. If he really, you know what I mean, possessing what he professing to be. Ain't no way in the world you've been doing what's vital to your title for over 20 goddamn years and don't nobody know you. God don't know you. Pimps don't know you. The hoes don't know you. Property don't know you. Currency don't know. You know what I mean? Don't nobody know the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, again, all these motherfuckers that's starting at the grandpa, because see, we in a different era now. It's 2022. It's sad to say, but if you in your 40s in this era, you pretty much old enough to be somebody's granddad. And so all of these granddaddies that's trying to get in the game, no. If he in his 40s, he should have some years under his belt. You dig? All of this starting at 41, I was locked up in prison and a nigga laced me with this game and I got out of prison. Now I'm ready to pimp, you know what I mean, at 63 years old. Fuck all of that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas as old as motherfucking Job around this bitch. Nah, we not Methuselah. All these Methuselah ass niggas. Look up Methuselah, you'll see what I mean. All these Methuselah ass niggas and motherfuckers sitting over here trying to say, you know, they some pimping and they starting in their 60s. It don't work like that. Like, damn, you been locked up for 38 years. Yeah, a lot didn't change since you've been locked up. Yeah, what you gonna do when you get out? Oh man, my nigga TP, man, gave me the game. You know what I'm saying? And even though I was 27 years old, you know what I mean, when I went in, you know what I mean, I'm 65 now, you know what I mean, but when I get out, man, I'm about to mash for man. Yeah, nothing but this pimping. You know what I mean? Yeah, baby. I might be 65, but just call me the rookie of the year because I'm getting to it when I get out. Like, no. No, Gramps. That ain't how this shit work. Yes, we gonna kill all of that noise. You know? So, again, we can debate that. Cause I might say something right now that might have offended somebody, and you like, man, I don't agree with that. I started when I was 44, and I've been mashing ever since on the hoe. Okay, then you know what I mean. You can sit up there, you know what I mean, and call in, you know what I mean, and you know give your grievance, and we'll sit up there, you know what I mean, and have a debate about it. I can listen to you without interrupting you. Hopefully, you could do the same. But yeah, man, me personally. I ain't really respecting no nigga that just started in this shit in his 40s. And he better not bring Nan Ho around me. Yeah, because that bitch get a knock. Now, see, I don't do the shit that I used to do because I've evolved. But when I used to be cutthroat and dirty macking with this shit, oh, man, hell no. Ain't nowhere in the world 40-something nigga just started in his 40s and shit. And he got a, man, hell no. That hoe about to be gone. He's about to get a phone call real soon. Real soon. It kind of remind me of when I first started in the game. Many of y'all remember this nigga named KC from a video that we did. I ain't gonna get into all that. If you're on the Patreon, you should already know. But, you know, KC was trying to have the bitch. She's a fine little chocolate thing. Thick as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? She had that beautiful skin. She didn't look like her, but she put me in the mind frame, you know what I mean, because of her shape and how beautiful her skin was. You know the girl from Bronx Tale, the same one that was in Belly. Yeah, you know what I mean? Something like that, you know? So yeah, I had to have it. And every time I would see that bitch, I would just sit up there, you know what I mean, and have an all-you-can-hear buffet up in her eardrum. You know what I mean? You know, I was, you know, cutthroat. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sin was young and just, man, cutthroat about it. Bitch, how you gonna be with an old ass nigga like that when you got a young, fine, attractive, intelligent, informative representative sent for the pee at you? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Life is tomorrow not even promised. And you sitting over here spending your time, wasting time, you understand me, with a motherfucking basketball coach. He looked like a motherfucking a retired ass basketball coach from high school and shit. Come on, bitch. What you out here hoeing for your old ass uncle for? You know what I mean? And I was wrong for that. I had no business saying it because this was totally unpimpish. But I ain't gonna lie, I got the bitch I had her all out of bounds. I was like, I was like, you could calm all that hoe talk down with me. You know what I mean? Because a woman is a woman. I know that pussy getting wet. I know you want to be fucked. Got to sitting over there letting that old ass nigga, you know what I mean, sit up there, you understand me, and breathe all on you, sweating on you, and got his gray hairs all in your mouth and all of that shit. Man, I know you tired of that shit. You know what I mean? Especially seeing my fine ass out here every goddamn day. You know what I mean? You could have you a young, fine, tall pimp, and you sitting over here fucking with this old fat ass, you know what I mean, gym teacher. Bitch, I thought you was smart. I used to do that shit to all, and then the bitch started laughing and all of that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had her. You know? But was that according to the game? No, that wasn't right. That wasn't pimpish, what I did. So I'm glad I evolved from that, because that dirty Mac and shit is not manly, neither is it pimpish. But I'm just keeping it 100 and solid with you on how I was, you know, when I got into shit, you know? Sitting over here messing with this old ass nigga. You know what I mean? You know you want something motherfucking young and strong around here and solid. Come on, man. Yeah. That nigga look like he about to die in 2 days and shit. Bitch, what you got, sympathy for him or something? You know? I used to say all type of shit. You know? But yeah, that was pimpish, man. That wasn't cool. Do me a favor, get my likes up, man. Y'all playing. Get them likes to 300. Yeah, I'm about to start Dirty Mac. No, the Dirty Mac and shit can get you killed. Yeah. Matter of fact, I think I need to do a video on Dirty Mackin. I've spoke on it before, but I need to just dedicate a whole video to just breaking shit down. Yeah, you need to leave that alone. You know what I mean? Leave that Dirty Mac and shit alone. Okay, so as far, again, you know, all of the Moses, Job, niggas is in God and Jesus yearbook, all of these niggas starting out pimping in their 40s and shit. Yeah, I'm not rocking with it. You know, maybe another P might respect it, but nah, I ain't rocking with it, man. You know, who's my top three? Let's see. Philip, Brandon. Let me see that other nigga, Gilmore. Yeah, Philip, Brandon, Gilmore. I'm rocking with them niggas, man. You know what I mean? Hold on. Sin. Okay. Let me see. Foe. Okay. You know, the P. Yeah. I'm rocking with them niggas, man. You ain't gonna never have no real pimp talking about some, who your top three is. Okay, I like what's the name, and I think what's the name, and then I like what's the name. Listen, it's good to admire another pimp. You can acknowledge, you know what I mean, the accomplishments of another pimp that he did on the pavement. But all of these niggas talking about some, they top 10 and all of that. Hey man, that shit sound hoish than a motherfucker. Top 10 and you ain't number one. Damn, you ain't number one on your top 10? Then yeah, you should have put the heels on and click clack. You know what I mean? And hit the track. You know, if you thought that much of his pimping then, yeah, if you thought that his pimping was bigger than yours, then you should have sat up there and hit a lick, broke a trick, you know what I mean, and brought it back to him. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't have nobody as number one over Sinful to P. I don't. I'm going to let the little guys do that. Bishop Dunn, Magic One, K. Reed, you know, and that's not the hate, but I'm just saying, what real pimp does that? That's really pimping for real. You know, it's just like when niggas ask me, hey P, what was the best era in the pimp game? Nigga, the one I'm pimping in. Shit. You know what I mean? All of it, listen, man, you know what I mean? You pay homage, you give acknowledgement, but all of this praise and worship and shit, and then come to find out a lot of them old niggas that you be looking up to, man. Some of them niggas was selling drugs. Some of them niggas was married and some more motherfucking shit, man. Knock that shit out. Don't compare that to this. Some of them niggas was working with the feds. Some of you niggas got snitches on your legendary list. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know, I don't have no snitches on my, you know what I mean? As soon as a nigga even say that, Snooky, yeah, I'm done. I'm done even listening. I'm done even listening. That let me know that you thought that he was he was so likable to you that you said, you know what? Fuck, I know he told and he was fucking with them feds, but yeah, he on my list. Oh my God. Okay, so look, I'm going to, let me see how much time I got. I'll speak on this and then I'll sit up there and open up the phone lines. You know, well, I mean, I could do it like I normally do because it's only 30 minutes in. Oh, and then after like an hour or something, you know, I'll let y'all call in. You know what I mean? But we talking about the game. Don't be calling in talking about, you know, your girlfriend, how your girlfriend doing you. You know, your wife just slapped you. Saying, what do I do? My wife don't want to give me no pussy. You know, yeah, don't call me with that. You know, yeah, in P&H hours, pimping hoe hours, I can give a less fuck how your wife treating you. I don't have no advice for your girlfriend to treat you nice. You know what I mean? Fuck all of that. She need to sit up there and break your motherfucking ass and choose a pimp. That's the fuck that bitch need to do. Now, check it out. It was a situation that occurred, and the pimpin' can call in and give their opinion about it. But a P that I respect very highly from Texas, you know, had hit me. And he say, P, I got a partner that's going through some bullshit right now with some representation from your city, you know. And once I found out the age group, I completely understood because, see, when it come to Chicago, very few niggas is really authentic that's in their 20s, that's in their 30s. Like, that 20s and 30s really get shaky with my, I'm just keeping it real. Not saying that we don't have authentic pimps in their 20s and 30s, but it's the crowd is very few. You know, when it get to that legendary status, you dealing with 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like the young niggas, man, of today, hell no. They don't know whether or not, you know what I mean, they want to do this shit for real, or, you know, treat it like a hustle, you know? They don't know. But look, check it out. Make a long story short. The nigga from the Chi that I know of, you know, I'm not gonna really go all into the situation, but come to find out, you know what I'm saying, he didn't you know, knocked this nigga for the bitch, and it just so happened to be the nigga baby mama. Now what I will say is, you know, you find out if a nigga really this shit for real when you get him for his baby mama. Because I done seen niggas really talk this pimp shit, man. I'm talking about really putting syllables together and talking hella shit in the pimp circle. You know, but behind closed doors, man, you know what I mean? When it come to that baby mama. You know, I ain't talking about a bitch he just slipped up and had a baby, but a bitch he'd been having for a while, he done put a few babies in. You know? He'll talk all that stump down shit with you, but behind closed doors, man, he tasting pussy, toes, booty, and everything. You know what I'm saying? So look, check it out. The nigga from the Chi ended up knocking one of the Texas niggas off. And like I said, the bitch just so happened to be the Texas nigga baby mama. A baby, keep in mind, a baby's involved. All right? So listen, pimping wasn't tripping. Texas pimping wasn't tripping about getting knocked. Texas, the pimp that I'm talking about, that's a pimp partner of my P partner, out of Texas. He was polished. He had some pimping with him. He wasn't tripping about getting knocked for that bitch at all. All he wanted was his child. He just wanted his baby. Get my likes up, man. Come on, man. Too much game being spit. We should have been up to 400 likes by now. It's the nighttime and everything. It's pimping whole hours, but ain't nothing changed. Get them likes up. 400. Everybody hit the like button. But look, check it out. The pimping wasn't tripping about getting, shout out to Yam. The pimping wasn't tripping about getting knocked for his baby mama. All he wanted was his baby, his child. Now, had it been me, you know what I mean? Don't nobody get to dictate, what happens with my child. Because this street shit and my child, two different things. I don't know how y'all move, but I'm just telling you how Sin move. You could do whatever you want to do with this bitch. If she chose up with you and she decided to fuck with you, it is what it is. But as far as my child, though, yeah, my child not going to just be around anybody and everybody. And that ain't no disrespect to P, but no. You know what I mean? This is my child. Now, some niggas, you know what I mean? They like, man, he can have the bitch and the baby. I'm about to pimp. And blessings to him. But as far as me, having another pimp, give instructions to my child, putting his hand on my, no, we ain't about to do that one. So listen, Texas pimping again wasn't tripping over the bitch. He wanted his child, and the bitch didn't want to give the child to the Texas pimping, which is the father of the baby. So the Chicago nigga was like, come on, P, you know what I mean? She ain't really trying to, give up the baby. Just let me maintain, you know what I mean, the baby and shit so I can, you know what I mean, do get my run out the bitch and woo woo woo. Now some niggas had a different opinion about it. They was like, damn, P, let her keep the baby, because a mother don't want to be about the baby. But see, this the way I'm thinking. First the motherfucking all, that's what I didn't tell you. When the bitch basically decided to fuck with the Chicago nigga, she came to him with $1,000. All right? Now me, myself, I'm going to see how y'all handle the situation. But me, myself, I'm too pimpish to even be into all this, baby daddy and all of this shit. And plus the bitch had only given me $1,000. Now the Chicago nigga claiming that he deep as hell and that he having money, but I'm just being 100. Sound like a nigga lying. Because see, one thing I know about when you deep and you having money in this game, it's a certain way that a pimp conduct himself when he having money in the game and when he having a large following like King Solomon. You dig? A bitch that just come with, first of all, a bitch just can't come up in my life with $1,000. You know what I'm saying? That's what we not gonna do. We not gonna just come up in my life, with $1,000. That's what we not gonna do. If you saying that you deep as hell and you saying that you having money, how does a bitch just come into your life with $1,000? I mean, to each his own. Everybody pimp differently. But me myself, I'm not getting down like that. So this is how I would have got. I would have sat up there, because me and Freeze even talked about, he had the same mindset. I would have sat up there and let that little $1,000, you know what I mean? Or, I'd have been like, look, man, you could have this bitch, this situation a little too ghetto for me. I would have washed my hands with it. You know what I mean? Because it's too ghetto. I didn't think the bitch was that valuable for me to be sitting over here trying to negotiate and debate, whether I should keep the baby. First of all, let me also say this. I don't even want the motherfucking baby. I don't want the baby. It's not biologically mine. Now, if that bitch, you know what I mean? Now, if the father don't want to be in that hoe's life, if the father not trying to be in that child's life, and that hoe got that baby and she trying to fuck with me, okay, then you know what I mean? That's a whole nother story. But if we talking about he want to be in the child's life and y'all got all this ghetto ass shit going on between y'all, hey man, the way my life is set up right now, I don't even want that shit in my program. I'm cool. That's just how I'm gonna get out because I don't need the headache for $1,000. No, You know what I mean? And truth be told, I know when a nigga wanna fuck a bitch. Yeah, I know when a nigga attracted to a hoe. Come on, Sin got pimp discernment. I done been in this shit since '07. I know when niggas is hiding behind the P and they really want to sit up there and bring the D. It's not about the $1,000. It's about nigga having a good time, you know what I mean, with the bitch and just using the little money, you know what I mean, to get sexually involved with the bitch. Come on, man. I've been in this shit too motherfucking long. You know what I mean? I know what it is. I know when niggas is lustful. Yeah, P, man, come on, man. Just let me have the baby so I can get my, you know what I mean, my run. First of all, when you got dominion over a hoe and a hoe really fucking with you for real, you could have said, bitch, let that man have his baby. Because first of all, I want to sit up there, you understand me, and pimp on you to the point where you have nothing but availability to me, to my pimping, any motherfucking way. So if you could give this baby to the biological father and he could preside over the child while I mash on your motherfucking ass, then that's what the fuck it is. I ain't trying to be no babysitter around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, see, that was some other shit though, in my opinion. Now after you heard the shit, you might have a different mindset. But me personally, after hearing that shit, yeah, I thought that, you know what I mean, niggas is trying to sit up there and fuck, man. Yeah, it wasn't even about the little $1,000 or none of that. And then let me slide this in here too for you pimps that's listening. Sometimes it don't be so much about the bitch. It's just about who the bitch come from when it comes with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like certain ex-hoes of mine thought they were so special. And it wasn't that they were so special. It was just that I was so special. The nigga wanted to have the bitch because the bitch come from me. You got some niggas that the nut just better. You know what I mean? Him coming is better. Just knowing that, you know, he fucking a baby mama or a ex-ho. You know what I mean? The bitch thinks she just so special. And it ain't even like that. Appreciate that too, man. Blessings to you. You know what I mean? How would you deal with a reprobate putting you on child support or a woman who lies in court? See, this look like this ain't got nothing to do with this pimping, but I bless you. First of all, when I gave you that reprobate, I really broke it down to a science on you. Hold on, putting you on child support or it pushes a woman who lies in court. First of all, on that child support shit, this is how I'm gonna deal with that. You know what I mean? I know some of y'all might get upset with what the fuck I'm getting ready to say. But I'm just gonna be a nigga going in and out of jail. I got bail money. It is what it is. You know, a bitch know not to even, you know, you can check my record. I don't know nothing about that child support and all that type of shit. But you know what I'm saying? It was a little situation that, you know, that was taken care of. But all of it, as far as like a hoe putting me in a situation and lying and court, I don't know nothing about it and wouldn't know nothing about it. You're not gonna sit up there and break on me. Bitch, you forgot I'm the pimpin'. But this your son. Yeah, I know. Give him to me. Yeah, give him to me and allow me to preside and allow me to spend money the way that I want to do my thing. Because anybody know me know I'm going to do my thing, he going to be right. She going to be right. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have what they need. But as far as like giving you child support and the money ain't even being spent on the baby, you know what I mean? It's being spent on you, or you might be breaking yourself to another nigga. Who the fuck I look like? Boo Boo the Fool? Yeah, so, you know, you going to see a whole bunch of mug shots. I'm going to be in and out of jail, baby. Come on, man. I'm a convict. You think I'm scared of jail? Appreciate that 10, fam. Good looking. Appreciate that. You know, to each his own. Canada don't bother you with taxes. You got to pay taxes, man. If you're getting some legal dough, you know. If you sitting over there making some Canadian money, you know what I mean? Yeah, you have to pay. Where my I don't know what he meant by that, but HS. But you know, again, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm not paying child support to this hoe. No. You think that you can use the white man to make me do, you know what I mean, what you want me to do? Bitch, fuck that. Give me my motherfucking child, and I'll make sure that he got or she got the school clothes that's motherfucking needed. Now, some of us been blessed with some situations where, you know, you talk to your child. So whenever your child asks for anything, they have it because your child got, you know, a cash app. You know what I mean? Some of your children might got a cash app or something. You could poop. You know what I mean? So if you cross country or you out the country or what have you, you know what I mean? Your baby can hit you and be like, you know, daddy, I need this, or daddy, I want that. You know what I mean? You boop. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like being put on child support and, you know what I mean, the bitch breaking on you and she ain't even spending the money on the child, she's spending on herself or giving it to her. Hell no. Yeah, nigga gonna be in and out the county. You know, and let me say this. A motherfucker that got a retainer that and took care of business, man, I'm not even concerned about that. Seeing that sound heartless. Hey, call it what you want to. You know what I mean? I'll just be in and out of jail. You know what I mean? I'll be getting out, but you're not gonna make me do what the fuck you want to make me do, bitch. Go fuck that. You're not gonna use these white man laws on me, huh? That's why you got to be careful who you lay with. Y'all, man, you said a mouthful. Yes, you did. And Journey, appreciate that 10, fam. Yeah, you said a mouthful. Hey, do me a favor, man. Y'all really playing. Maybe I should stop. Hey, get my likes up. I want to see them likes touch 400. I'll continue when I see them likes go 400. How we got over 700 people up in here at 2:56 EST time, you know what I mean, right now, and it's only 354 likes. Man, stop playing with me, man. We talking about pimping and hoeing right now. Get my likes up. I ain't even gonna continue until I see that shit touch 400. We'll just be here. How do you feel about a hoe with kids but has no babysitter? I don't feel nothing about her. The bitch won't be with me. Yeah, that's how that go. Talking about how do I feel about her? I don't feel a motherfucking thing. You know what I mean? Bitch ain't got a babysitter. And then let me also say this. It's only certain situations that I even fucked with. P, what you mean by that? Meaning that I don't go outside looking for bitches that got kids. I'm not into that. I want to be number one in a hoe's life. That's what I want to be to her, number one. Now, if this bitch just so, because, you know, I done came across some situations where a bitch might have a baby, but she don't have the baby in her custody. or she might not have them children right now. She not physically present. The father got the babies, you know. And yes, I've pimped in them situations. As a matter of fact, if you really must know, I'm gonna sit up there and go a step further. That goofy nigga Charleston White just did a movie not too long ago. The one of the little star bitches in the film that he was with, yeah, that bitch, she got kids. She got kids by a nigga, but she didn't have the babies. So because she didn't have the babies physically with her, you know what I mean? That's why I pimped. Now, if she would have had the babies in her custody and would have been presiding over the kids, I ain't gonna fuck with that bitch. Them days is over, man. I'm an old nigga now. I'm 38 going on eternity, man. Now, it's different. Now, watch this. Now, okay, let me put it like this. If it's a hoe that's known to get dough, yeah, let me put that out there and give clarity. If it's a hoe that I know that can get dough and she got a child, or maybe she got, you know, some children, I might be merciful. And the reason why I say that is, man, there's some bitches, it's some bitches in the game, man, that's seeing that $80,000 and $90,000, you know, within the month. Yes, sir. You know. And if you come across one of those, then you know what, I can deal. You know, I endeavor to make something work, because you really the hoeing for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I sit up there and fuck with you, because it's a few hoes that come to mind. They got 2 kids, but bitch sitting over there, you understand me, checking it like a motherfucker. You know? And when you got one of those bitches, you know, like this one little bitch that I knew that was in Miami, killing it the way she was killing it. Yeah, bitch, you let's talk. Let's talk. You know, I think we can come to an understanding. But all these little $300, $400 by the grace of God bitches, they got 3 and 4 and 5 kids and all of this shit. You know, when you were younger, of course, you know, you might have, you know, when we were younger and was green, we thought we was Superman. So, of course, some niggas went from being a pimp to trying to be God and trying to squeeze water from a rock and try to turn water into wine and try to get a motherfucking gold mine out of a bitch that don't have a mine. You know what I mean? Some of us tried to do that shit. Man, no. All of them overwork and underpaid situations, you want to avoid that. The wiser you get, the more seasoned you get, you know what I mean? You trying to avoid, you know, all of them overwork, underpaid situation. You're going to be overworked, underpaid, really, damn near with any bitch, because ain't no bitch going to be able to produce, you know, something equivalent to what you giving her. But I'm talking about to the point where, you know, she not really the hoeing like that. She don't want to be the hoeing like that. She only basically selling pussy because she couldn't maintain a job. Yeah, I ain't. She not for me. No, she not for me. She got nerve to have 2 and 3 kids. Then she really don't even want to be the hoeing like that. She only selling pussy because she don't know nothing else to do. I'm cool on that, homie. Yeah, I'm cool on that. You can have that. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, if a bitch got a child or children, and if I know that she's a ho, and I see the potential in her, then I might 9 out of 10 be merciful unto her, especially if she don't have the children physically with her. But if she has even a child or children physically with her, if I can see some type of potential, if I can see that, you know, us coming on one accord can be beneficial, then yeah, I'll be merciful. But that's to a chosen few. You know what I mean? That's not to, because I don't really care for really, just to be 100. I don't be going out like, ooh, she got 4 kids, let me holler at her. I'm not into that. I want to be number one in the whole life. Let me see. I beg to differ. Then they call in and when I open up the phone lines in 6 minutes, then you can call in and say whatever you beg to differ. You know, I don't even know a lot of you niggas don't even know what you're talking about. You let hoes take what you gave them if they leave. Hell yeah. Yeah, whatever that bitch hold up for, that's on her. Hey, get my likes up to 500. That go for cars, jewelry, designer clothes, whatever. Whatever that hoe hold up for, she can have it when she leave. You know what I'm saying? She can have that when she leave. I never want the hoe to feel like these materialistic things that, she got while she was with me was bigger than my pimping. You know what I mean? I want to be classy. I want to be somebody that, you know what? He allowed me to leave with everything. And when I called his phone, I called back with nothing. Because most likely that's what's going to happen. The pimp is going to allow the hoe to leave with everything she hold up for. And when she finally find her mind and she want to get another gold mine, you understand me, for the pimping, by that time, everything that she had left with, she don't even got no more. Lost a car, got with a boyfriend, he stole her jewelry, all type of dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you don't never sit up there and say, oh, give me that or let me have that. Because one thing these hoes do is talk. And you don't want no hoe to be on a blade, casino, wherever, resort, whatever, restaurant, whatever, or on the phone talking to other hoes like, yeah, bitch, he left me with nothing. Oh my God, you gave your heart and soul to sin, and he left you like that? Girl, you at your mama house, bitch. He ain't let you keep the car. He didn't give you this. He didn't let you have that. Oh, girl, that's some sucker shit. I don't even want my name in them type of conversations. So let that little hoe. And then what's that to a pimp? What's Louis purses and all of that? What is that to a pimp? That shit is so minute. Everything that's big in her world is the best definition of small in a pimp's world. Let that little bitch have that shit, man. That shit's so small. You don't never want a bitch to think that that's... And then another thing, like I said, when that bitch find her mind and she hit your line, the man's still intact. Your pimp is still intact. And that make you look more pimpish by allowing that bitch to leave with everything that she hold up for. And then when she come back, you got more than what you had when you was presiding over her. Yeah, bitch, when you came back, you came back with nothing. And when you came back, you see that I had more than what I had when I was pimping on your Boston baked bean head ass. Yeah, I'm still pimping. Yeah, that's how this shit's supposed to go. So yeah, let that hoe have that little ass shit, man. That ain't nothing. Ain't nothing bigger than this game. Man, you ain't never lied. Appreciate that 5. Appreciate that respect. But yeah, we don't put no materialistics, man, above this game, man. Let that little bitch hoe up for that. And then another thing is, you don't want to help the enemy create narratives about this pimping. If you petty like that, if you get on some sucker shit like that with the bitch, all you doing is confirming what squares be saying about us. Oh man, what's in it for the hoe? She don't get nothing. You know what I mean? All it is the pimp take, but the hoe don't give nothing. What's she doing it for? If you sit up there and do that goofy shit, you confirming everything that these squares said about this pimping. You know what I mean? So we're not gonna sit up there and help squares, you know what I mean, confirm false narratives and make it true on this pimping. No, let that bitch have that little ass shit, man. So look, this is what we gonna do, man. You know what I mean? Seeing done talked enough. I done put a little paint where it ain't and said what most can't, you know what I mean, about this game. If your ass sit up there and you sound a goddamn fool, if you sound foolish, I am gonna hang up on you. We gonna keep these conversations very pimpish. Do not call in here talking about some square shit. I am going to hang up on you. This is not like when we talk about trending topics or when Sin go live and you can ask a question about anything and everything. This ain't that. We talking strictly about pimping and hoeing. That's it. All right? So, without any further ado, hold on. Okay, bam. All right. That's 702-800-9473 number. That's me. You can call in right now and we can chop it up about anything that I spoke on or whatever you want to speak on, as long as it's pertaining to pimping and hoeing. Again, the number is 702-800-9473. You know, the dude said that he begged to differ. I don't know what he was talking about he begged to differ about, but he got the opportunity and liberty right now to debate me on anything that I said. Yeah, 702-800-9473. Do me a favor, get my likes up to 500. Yeah, everybody click on the like button. Get them likes all the way up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel and you watching this video, you watching this channel for the very first time, make sure you click on the subscribe and the bell button, so whenever I go live, you can get a notification and join the live conversation that we having at that time. Do that. All right, let me see what it is. Do me a favor, turn that background down.
Yeah. Is it clear now?
Yeah, go ahead. What's going on, fam?
What's happening, brother? Okay, now, this may be square, you know what I'm saying, or not, but, okay, so one time I was listening to a podcast of yours, or you was, spitting the game or whatnot, and you said you was on Fig, and then you was kicking it with a hoe. And I think she had gave you some derby or whatever, and some brothers rolled up on you, and you thought they was gangsters.
Mm-hmm.
And then you was like, oh, God, don't let me go out like this. But then they was like, oh, you the pimp, woo, woo.
Yeah.
So my question is that in this particular lifestyle, do you see this as a form of paying like a Russian roulette? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because if nobody's promised tomorrow, and I know you've chosen this lifestyle. Now, I don't know if this is a square question. I don't know if this pertains to what you're talking about right now, but I just wanted to ask, you know what I'm saying? I mean, on how you look at that.
Well, the situation that you brought up, that's when I was very, very extremely, green at the time. I was new in the game. I didn't even probably have 4 months in the game at that time when I did that green ass shit. But, the way that I look at things, you could get killed or die in any lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So just picture me moving in the spirit of fear. If I'm moving in the spirit of fear, I can't manifest my greatness in any lifestyle that I have selected to participate in. So, God ain't giving me the spirit of fear, and the game ain't gave it to me either. So whoever's holding on to a spirit of fear, they holding on to something God didn't give them, the game didn't give them. So, I don't live like that. I want to release my whole measure. I don't want to release half of it, most of it. I want to release all of it. And you can't do that if you're moving in the spirit of fear. So all I can hope is that God be merciful to me while I'm doing what I'm doing, and it just is what it is. But I'm not moving in no fear.
Right. Okay. So I'm not saying that you're moving in fear. I mean, actually, what I was talking about, like you said, God being merciful to you. This is like a question of, I mean, you living this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You pimping, you doing your thing.
Right.
But, as you know, or as you was raised to learn about God. I mean, with this, I mean, where would you be if you was to? I mean, and I don't want to speak now, but where would a pimp be if he was to you know what I'm saying, not make it into the next day? You know what I'm saying? So, and is that Russian roulette? Not a spirit of fear, but just a spirit of spiritual responsibility.
I'm endeavoring to even find out what you're talking about and why you're talking about it.
Okay.
If
So
if
if
I
I may
die,
clarify.
hold on. If I die, I've made it pretty plain that I am a backslider. So in a spiritual sense, if I die, then that means that if I die right now, I would die out of the will of God. So that means that I would go to a full eternal scholarship, you know what I mean, to hell. See, I accept the consequences of my actions. I'm a man, you know. That's why if I'm not afraid to live that lifestyle and knowing that I have knowledge of that, then just how much do you think that I give a damn about going to somebody's jail or prison? You know what I'm saying? You just got to think of my mindset. If I'm not even afraid to participate in a lifestyle that could potentially send me to hell, then do you think I have any fear of going to somebody's jail or prison?
Right. Yeah. See, I
See what I
wasn't even
mean?
concerned about the prison. I was more concerned about the hell. But the more I listen to your
Brother,
podcast, the
I've
more I do
answered
see inside.
I've answered in
No,
totality.
yes, you have. And I just wanted to say
Yeah.
in closure that the more I listen to your, you know what I'm saying, your podcast, the more I get a insight into your mind. And from my perspective, you know what I'm saying, I continue to say, God bless you, brother, and I respect you as a man, you know what I'm saying, and your stance. And I
Yeah,
appreciate
well,
you for taking the call.
if you speaking from a spiritual standpoint, then you know that the effectual fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much. Just keep my name in prayer and just hope that that God will be merciful to me and what I'm doing currently and hopefully temporarily, you know what I mean, that he'll bless me one day to get back on the other side. But as of right now, it's pimping with me. That's what it is, But I appreciate you,
Right
brother.
now.
Yeah, blessings to you. I
And I
appreciate
appreciate
you
you too.
calling
Yeah,
in.
your blessings to you. You stay strong, man. Peace.
Likewise, likewise. All right. Hello.
Yeah, what's good, bro?
What's happening with it?
Hey, man, I appreciate you taking my call, bro. This 42 Keys, man. I've been in your comments a little bit, man. I'm pretty sure you recognize my name, but I wanted to ask you a quick question, bro. I'm glad you took my call. I've been wanting to ask you this for a minute. I could never catch a live where you was taking call-ins, but I got the opportunity right now. Check it, bro. I never heard you address this, and I'm gonna ask this quick question. I'm gonna get off the phone. I'm gonna listen to the answer on the live, bro. I never heard you address this, so it might be a square ass question, but I never heard you address it. I wanted to ask you, bro. Would you let one of your students break a woman? I'm just curious.
What do you?
I'm gonna listen to
hold
the
on, hold on,
answer
hold
on the
on,
live, bro.
hold
I'm
on,
gonna
hold
let you
on,
go,
hold on,
man.
hold on,
I
hold
ain't one
on.
of these dudes.
Hold on. That's kind of vague. When you say break a woman, what are you talking about?
So, like, would you send one of your students and allow them to break on a woman? You know what I mean? To break a woman like a trick. Would you allow a woman to break on a woman versus them always breaking on a man? You know what I mean?
Man, that hoe gonna break on whatever's breakable. What are you talking about?
I was just curious,
Yeah,
man.
that
I,
was
I ain't know
yeah.
how this shit works.
After listening to me for so long, you should have known my answer pertaining to that. If she could catch a bitch slipping, Or if a bitch want to do some tricking, then yeah, that's on her. Yeah, she gonna get broke too. The fuck? All right,
Hey,
man.
that's fact.
Asking me that square ass shit. Yeah, man. 702 702 800 9473. Yeah. Come on, man. If what type of ABC 123 123 ABC question is that? The fuck? You know? Yeah, man, that bitch breaking on what's breakable. Now, all money ain't good money, so you know what I mean. If the spirit of wisdom tell her, don't fuck with this situation, she ain't gonna go into all of that. But yeah, what type of question? Hell yeah. Hello?
Seeing what's going on with it.
What's happening with it?
Hey man, quick question. I ain't heard you say this in a long time, and I wanted to know where you get it from. I understand the assignment.
You understand the assignment?
Yeah. A couple of shows back, you was like, whenever you be roasting, you was like, I understand the assignment, looking ass, or something like that.
Right.
Where did you get that phrase from?
It's a song. It's a song the little bitches be singing. And that's why I be making the niggas into the little bitches. When they be like, I understood the assignment. It just be roasting the niggas because of that
Okay.
song. So you could just put in
I
the
never knew
song.
that.
Yeah, you could just put
I
that
never
in
knew
the
that
search.
origin.
Huh?
I never knew where that originated from.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, good looking, man. Go search it up. All right. Ask me about that square ass song. Fuck wrong with that nigga, man. Out of everything you can ask me, you want to find out. You want to dance in your car about you understood this side. Nigga should have just kept it real. Like, man, I want to dance to that gay ass song. I understood the assignment. You know. Come on, man. He should have just kept it real. He about to search it up right now. He ain't even gonna watch this no more. We just dropped one person. He gone. I understood the assignment. He dancing to that shit right now. Like that pimping shit cool, but man, that live don't go as hard as the song. I understood the assignment. He dancing to that shit right now. Getting it. Hello?
Hey, seeing what's good, my guy, man. This is Bill from the land, but I'm calling from Vegas.
Okay, bless us with it.
All right, blessings to you too, brother. Man, I've been a follower of you for years, and I've actually talked on your show on some little simple stuff real quick before. But man, I've been out in Vegas probably about like 3 weeks, and I hopped on these little dating apps, and I just got up out of a divorce. But it seemed like I keep bumping all these chicks from Cali, and they just want to break bread on me. I ain't on the pimping shit. What do you think?
I think that a lot of times the devil will put certain things in people's lives to make them get into a lane that they have no business in. And as the scripture says, there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the ends thereof is the ways of death. And so what I would tell you is to leave them women alone, them whorish women alone, and just basically stay doing your square thizzle. You know what I'm saying? And don't even fuck with no hoes, the money, or none of that. Because that's how a lot of individuals is in the penitentiary during the century down, simply because they found a prostitute that decided to like him and get a man some distributes. Now he got deceived into thinking that he's a pimp. And so now he's out there compelling women to be in prostitution, and then he catches a case, and he like, whoa, I didn't know this part of the game. Oh my God. And now he's suffering consequences for a lifestyle he was never supposed to even participate in. So I'm telling you, man, just stay in your lane, man. Don't even allow the enemy, to even bring that to you. Reject that, rebuke the enemy, man. You know what I mean? That ain't nothing but the
Yeah,
enemy
because
trying
I'm
to
saying,
devour
like,
you.
yeah, everything ain't a blessing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? But I done heard this from like my own OG herself, like the devil may have sent it, but the Lord brought it.
Man, listen, the devil's sending them bitches to make you have a participation in a lifestyle you have no business in. Leave that alone. You don't got no ministry or no chemistry in that shit. Leave that alone. It's gonna take you to a destination where you wouldn't want to be, shouldn't want to be, and never should have been in. Leave it alone, man.
I appreciate the convo, my God. Blessings to you. Stay up.
Love. Hello?
Hello. Good afternoon. Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed. Who am I speaking with?
This is Lotus Concierge, but my name is Courtney. I'm the one that said I beg to differ.
Okay.
Only because, let me tell you, sir.
What do you beg to
I
be
thought
different with?
Well, see, let me say this first. This is my first time catching you, and you're talking as a P. I've seen your lives before and commented. This is like my fifth live or my fifth time watching you, and I've been thinking the whole time you was a preacher.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I like this preacher. He's saying some real stuff. He talking, oh yeah, I'm not really a religious person, but I am spiritual. I believe in God. So I'm like, yeah, I like this dude. I like this preacher. He's good. So now you're on here tonight talking about some peeing. And I'm like, oh, okay, now it all makes sense. So, yeah, I thought you were talking about a man being able to bring in more than a woman, just in an average square relationship. But if you're talking about that other side of the game that you in, then, yeah, that's a whole different ball game. But I just wanted to tell you, this whole time I thought you were a preacher. So, maybe
let me
don't call it.
allow me to answer that. I am a preacher. I am a teacher. I am a motivational speaker. I'm all of that in one. You have to understand that, as the word of God said, the gifts and callings of God are without repentance. So a person can be backslidden and still be gifted. Just because they're living, just because they're living a sinful life, that doesn't mean that they lost the gifts that God has blessed them with. That person might still be able to sing. That person might still be able to write songs, play the piano, organ, preach, teach, still have visions, dreams, and all of that.
All of that.
So,
I grew up in Hollywood. I already know. You know what I'm saying? My family's in the record business. So I've seen the best and the worst of them and everywhere in between. I know about the game you in and the other game that all of that. From Christian all the way to a prostitute. I'm sorry, to someone laid out with a needle in her arm, and everybody walking around her. I've seen it all. So most definitely people, I think God chooses, when God chooses you for something, first of all, you have to be special to even be chosen. So you're already not going to be like everybody else. It's always going to feel like you swimming upstream while everybody's swimming downstream. So just dealing with that fact alone causes stress. And some people are strong to deal with it, and some people are not. And sometimes you backslide and you pick yourself up and you keep on going. So, all hats to you. Hats off to you, brother.
Well, I appreciate you for enjoying this game. Blessings to you. Hello?
Yeah.
What's happening with it?
What's going on, man? I've been trying to get through so much. I thought I was going to win some tickets to a concert or some shit. I'm still the pepper, man. Look, I appreciate you, man. As much game as you've been giving up all these years, man, I just had to call in and let you know how much I appreciate you, brother. That's pretty much it there. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
It's coming from an old square right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old square. I'm one of them. You was just talking about me. Niggas started pimping at 45. I said, nope, it ain't for me. It's on me, but it ain't in me. You know what I'm talking
about? Yeah. All right, man. Good looking.
Love you, man.
Love. Hello?
Yo.
What's going on with it?
What up, man?
What's happening with it, yeah?
Ain't nothing, man. Yo,
got a lot of dickheads in this chat, man. I'm in over here in this chat, man. Nah, but I was asking like a real tangible question, like you encourage chicks to steal, you know what I'm saying? Because I heard a real big licks coming off this shit. You know what I mean? $30,000, $40,000 watches, man. Do you encourage that, or you feel like you gotta feel them out as far as is they about that or they not?
Well, I say this as far as the thief is concerned. First of all, you can't create a thief. She already has to be a thief. The only thing that a pimp can do is give a thief game so she can enhance what she's already doing and give her game on how to professionally do it. You know, but she already got to come as a thief at heart. All right? So if she's a thief, then I'm going to give her the enlightenment, the encouragement that she needs to go to the pavement to come back and bring that development to me. Now, if she's a woman, a beautiful, attractive, you know, ready to listen, submissive hoe, that know how to use the two ears on the side of her head, I'm not going to encourage her to do something that is not her. I look at this pretty much the same way that a coach or, you know, an owner looks at his team. Everybody can't play the point guard, shooting guard, small forward, you know, position. Everybody has a position to play. And what I would just simply give her is teach her the drag game. But as far as teaching her how to steal, no. But one thing I will teach all my women is when the game bless you with an opportunity, I'll teach her how to capitalize on an opportunity. But that doesn't necessarily mean just because she capitalized on an opportunity that she is a official, you know, bona fide, ordained by the game thief. You know what I'm saying? So again, you know what I mean? Teaching a woman how to capitalize off of opportunity versus, you know, teaching a thief, giving her some game to enhance, you know what I mean, what she is already at heart. It's a difference. But yes, again, if she's a thief, then yes, I'm gonna give her the enlightenment and encouragement that she needs. Yes, yes, sir. And won't feel bad about it when she bring back them Frank Muellers and, you know, them Rolexes and I won't feel bad at all. I won't listen, I'm not gonna lose no sleep. I will be in the cover with two dimples smiling.
So listen, you got my number.
Yeah.
One of them come across. I need that Eye of the Tiger Rolex, man. These niggas they don't know what in the chat. They don't know what the fuck that is, man. Come across one of those, man. Hit me, man. Yo, man. Good night, man. I love you, man.
Love you, yeah. All right, bro.
Peace and love.
All right. Until she steal from you, by the mercies of God and the goodness of this game, I have never experienced that. I don't know what it's like for a hoe to steal from me. I don't know what it's like for a hoe to sit up there and take, hold on. Hello?
Yeah, what's up, though?
What's going on?
All right, yeah, I got this situation I want you to speak on, man. I got this partner, man. This nigga love tricking. He is certified trick. But when he fucked up at is he tricks and then he just get ghost on him. Now this nigga married in the last couple of years, the little broad that he got ghost on, they've been coming back to bite him in the ass. So I've been trying to tell him, you ain't gonna stop tricking. You need to make sure the females you messing with, you know, got somebody in their life, some type of representation, pimp, whatever you want to call it, that's gonna prevent them, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna talk some sense into them so they won't be, you know, rearranging the habit. And now your wife ready to divorce you, put you on child support, all because you can't stop. It's because you messing with these type of bras that you messing with. So
he asked so he gonna ask me, you know what I'm supposed to do? Ask her if she got a pimp. Nigga, I didn't really know how to answer that, but the nigga needs some type of. I just want to hear you speak on that, so I can get this nigga some type of information, so he can.
Why would I give a
he
trick?
can,
Why would I give a trick some type of information? Let
the
that
nigga
trick.
ain't gonna stop tricking.
Let that trick trick.
He ain't gonna. Right, I'm not trying to stop him from tricking. I'm trying to get him to upgrade the quality of females he fucking with.
Let him, as his money increase, he is spending on, whatever. But I'm not giving trick classes on tutorials on, how to do that. Let him go as the spirit of trick and lead him. You know what I mean? And as his life, becomes more blessed, hopefully, as he does better financially, he will spend his money on better quality women. But maybe he's attracted to a certain category, of women. That's on him. But, I'm not concerned about who he tricking on. Let your friend do his tricking. Let him do his bidding, man.
Who's big? For sure.
All right.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Atlanta, call me back, 404. I missed you. Call me back. Do me a favor, get my likes up to 600, man. Let's get them people up to 800 around here, okay? Hello? Nah, we not doing that. Matter of fact, let me block you. There we go. Okay. Hello? Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, your background kind of loud, but what's happening?
Hey, what's going on with it, man? Hey, say, man, I wanted you to speak on the topic of, man, probably to the young ones out there, man, about a situation because, man, when a homemade, let's say, get to a place where she almost might lose her life or something, man. Like the trick might go crazy on her, do anything kind of that might scare away from
Bro, I
the
can't even. Bro, you sound like you under a bed that's under another bed. You gonna have to speak up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, stay at that volume. Okay, you talking about tricks going crazy on hoes? Okay, go ahead.
Right. Yeah, stuff like something along that nature. How he should be able to conduct himself in that situation occurs.
Okay, that's still kind of vague. I mean, if that trick go off on the bitch, go off on her as far as what? Physically, verbally? What are you saying?
Now he might slice her with a knife. He might try to take her life. You know, I'm just
I mean, if they've been listening to me, then they already knew to lace that bitch with that before that even happened. So the bitch already knew the She already knew the consequences of the lifestyle that she chose to live.
That's true.
All the young P's that's been listening to me, how many times y'all done heard me say pimp with the truth? And when you and before you allow that bride to come, explain to her that, it's inevitable, man, that, she gonna fuck around and see a jail cell. She might end up getting robbed. She might end up getting raped. She could possibly be killed. Family members might not like her no more. Friends might not want to be with her no more. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that could happen being in this lifestyle. Explain the consequences, to her. So, if they've been listening to this game, then they didn't already, gave that from the very beginning.
Now that's true, but hearing it and then actually going through it are two different things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what I'm simply saying is, if you didn't already told this woman the consequences of participating in this lifestyle, person can't say, well, being in jail and hearing about it too, but you knew that this was a possibility. And after hearing that it was a possibility, you still participated in the lifestyle knowing that this could be a consequence to your act. So if a trick decide to smack you or rape you or whatever transpire, because the truth of the matter is no pimp is omnipresent. He can't be there. He's not going to be there physically on that date. If she texts or call him you know, he can do his best to get there or have his people come through. But the truth of the matter is he's not omnipresent. So the only thing that he can do is give that bitch, you know, first of all, teach her how to pray and give her some game on how to basically conduct herself, you know, during that situation when she getting raped or, you know, robbed or, you know what I mean, or anything like that, you know? Because a lot of times, you know, a bitch panicking and doing all that crying, that ain't doing nothing but intensifying his desire to want to rape her even more. It's making it more exciting with the bitch screaming for her life and all of that shit. He into that type of shit. That's what made the nut even better. Just seeing her cry for help.
Right. Right. But I had a big partner, man. One of his hoes got raped. She was so calm, she ended up killing the nigga for the wallet, man. Ended up having about 2 racks in that motherfucker, man. So
You said what?
crazy. I said I had a pee partner, man. His hoe got raped, but she was so calm in the situation, she ended up filling the trick wallet, and it had about 2 bands in that motherfucker.
Then she, you know, I mean, I'm just gonna give it to you like the old school. The old school pimps don't even see, you know, a lot of them, not all of them, but a big percentage of the pimp population of ancient times don't even see a hoe getting raped. You know, he just see it as a bitch giving up some free pussy, and
Right.
because she was gonna get that pussy up any goddamn way, you know, he just decided to take what the bitch was gonna motherfucking give. So, you know what I mean, he don't really see it as her getting raped. He just see the bitch, you know what I mean, giving up some free pussy, and she better charge the next trick, you know, double, triple, quadruple, you know what I mean, to come back. Now, me personally, you know, I get down a little differently. I'm not going to tell a woman that has been raped that she wasn't raped, because that's not gonna work. Always remember, every caliber of man gonna mess with a different caliber of woman, and that's not gonna work with every caliber of woman, you know what I mean, that you deal with. You know what I mean, say, hey bitch, you wasn't raped. You know what I mean? You know, you gonna end up blowing the bitch. You know, you ain't even caught her yet. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? So motherfucker gotta have wisdom on how to preside, you know what I mean, over each situation with different caliber of women, you know?
Yeah, you hit it right on the head with that one, man. I appreciate that one.
All right. Well, look, did you have any more questions?
That's all good.
Oh man, blessings to you. Okay, yeah, phone, you could call in right now. I mean, shit, that's on you. I'm not hindering you from calling in right now. You could definitely call in right now. Just make sure your question is pertaining to the game. Bruh sound like he on the foot. She got robbed, not raped. She got robbed. I had a hoe in Atlanta. Steal my Sam. Man, I stopped even reading. Your Samsung 10. I had to go, man. Do me a favor, man. Give my likes to 600. Everybody click on the like button. If you haven't already clicked on the like button, make sure you click on that like button. Let's get them likes and let's touch 600 with it. Yeah. Let me see. If it was an iPad, I'm not even reading it. I'm not even reading it, man. After I seen a tablet and all that, you know, I went on about my business. But yeah, 702-800-9473. You know. I know you usually run for me. Man, go ahead and call in, Buster. If this the nigga that I think that I'm talking to, you know you some certified goofy. You still crying over that bitch. Hello?
What's going on, man?
What's happening with it?
I got a quick question. I don't know if this is the right place to ask it, but say me who basically how can someone get their an OnlyFans account up and running if you want to have like a
Man, I'm not answering that goofy shit. 702-800-9473. Man, ask the bitch how to get why are you calling another man? How do I get my OnlyFans account up and running? Nigga, Find out yourself. Look up a tutorial. I'm not giving no game on how to get your OnlyFans up and running. I done already told you that most of y'all not gonna sit up there and make it on OnlyFans because you don't have no fans. So what the fuck you going on there for? I done already dropped game on that OnlyFans. If you don't have no fans, you won't get no bands on OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? That's only for motherfuckers that have a following. Really. It's a lot of attractive bitches on there that ain't making no goddamn money. So, you know how many big titty, big booty bitches that ain't making no goddamn money on that motherfucking OnlyFans? You know why? Because they don't got no fans. You know what I mean? So OnlyFans is for those that have fans. It's not for those that just got big titties and a big ass and a pretty ass face. It's not for that. What's going on? Hello?
What's up with you?
What's happening with it?
Man, that was the only time, but that's your first question. My bad.
Yeah.
So, Big, just let me ask you a quick little question. I know you're really tired of all these squares coming with the bullshit. So, get in a game, right? So, say a youngster wants some game or somebody that feel like they ain't late enough. You know, I've heard you say before, you know, you're real tight on who you get game man, or you ain't giving no game up at all, which is totally respectable, right? So for people with that, the parents with that mindset, is that you feel like that's okay, like that's fucking the game up, because these youngsters gonna keep fucking it up, they're gonna keep sneaking in, keep fucking it up, keep destroying, you know what I'm saying, fabulous hoes and shit like that, because they can get in now, right? So for us not to give that game up or to hold that game in, are we being detrimental to the game?
Are we being detrimental to the game by holding game in?
Well, to young folks that we know is actually doing something, we seeing them down and around, we seeing them actually
If I see that he's really this, then I bless him as the spirit of pimping lead. Yeah.
Okay.
If I see it's a young, authentic, up and coming P, and I see, if somebody don't sit up there and bless him right quick, hold on, why you hit Miller? Hold on, partner.
Okay.
Yeah, you tripping. Yeah, unhide that bitch. But yeah, man, as far as what you talking about, yeah, if I see a young pimp man that's really about this, yeah, I ain't gonna sit up there and hide the game from him. Now, I'm not gonna pimp.
Okay.
I'm not gonna pimp for him. But what I will do is sit up there, you understand me, and bless him with some game, so he don't end up going to somebody's jail in prison. What I
Okay, so
will.
then hey, shit, well, let me stop the pimp, because you got right where I wanted you to go when you said you ain't gonna pimp for him, because I can dig the fuck that. So watch this. Say you got a partner, he been down around with you for years, and it just ain't clicking. I won't say it's not clicking, but let's just say he's watching them get faggot after punk after punk after punk. You know the man's a pimpin'. But it's just not, would you then be like, all right, come on, P, now, so your way ain't working, P, you gonna do it like this. Now you need to this, boom, 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 you need to da. Or would you consider that pimping for your partner, the time they're pimping with each other for years back?
If I see a nigga and he not prospering and he been trying to do this and that and it ain't working out for him out of love, I am gonna pull him to the side and endeavor to find out, what's wrong, and then I'm gonna endeavor to tell him what's right. If he been sitting over there going through faggot after faggot and his catch hand ain't really been blessed like that, what I mean, I'm getting ready to sit up there, man, and try to find out, where he been campaigning at, man, because maybe he been campaigning inside the garbage can. Some of these niggas been campaigning inside of the garbage can and going in the sewer and all that type of shit to come up with a hoe. And no, that ain't where you trying to go, to come up with something that's really marketable and profitable around here. You know what I'm saying? So I might be able to drop game on him about, certain locations where to go to at certain time, or how to dress, or what to say and how to say it. You know what I mean? I might have to work on it because one thing about it, if you keep going through what you've been going through and you have not grown yet, you haven't evolved yet, you haven't been blessed in the game yet, then you could point finger at everybody, but in all reality, it's really you. So you're gonna have to really sit down and really like, uh, damn man, I've been coming up with nothing but punks. I've been coming up with some, you know what I mean? I've been like, what's wrong? And I guarantee you, I guarantee you, if he sit down and really think about the last situation, the situation before that, the situation before that, I guarantee you, as he begin to think about all of them situations, he gonna come up with them problems. You know what I mean? With himself, and only a fool would keep thinking that it's the whole world, it's the whole all these bitches is fags, and you know what I mean? I've seen guys do that, and them niggas don't prosper. When all these bitches is punks, all these bitches is fag. The game ain't the same no more, and all that old wimpy ass shit. Hey man, as a man think it, so is he. So, of course, what I would endeavor to do is, drop not only some game, but man, get some joy around them, because you got to have joy about this pimping. Yeah, you got to have joy. Because one thing I will say, after a nigga knock so many, rough edges type of bitches, after he done had so many rough situations, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna kick the door down. After he done had so many, a multitude, not really giving him a multitude, Pete really sit up there and get into an attitude with the game and shit like that. And by the time the game do bless him with something, you know what I mean, that really want to be submissive, she feminine, you know what I mean, she's really a woman, he gonna blow the bitch with all that rough shit that he doing. Because he didn't allow himself to lose his fly, and his cool spirit, because all of them demonic situations he just got through fucking with.
Man, hey, P,
Huh?
man, you keep going and make motherfucker face, man. Yeah.
Oh man, you already know what it is, man. Good looking, man. Appreciate you calling in.
Okay, man.
Love.
Peace over.
All right. Let me see. 404, I keep missing you, man. It'll be a good time for you to call in now. Well, somebody got your spot. Hello? Okay, block. Show, appreciate that. Good looking. I see the Cash App. Hello?
Man, this be a good time for you to call in now.
I don't even know who that is. But yeah, to the Goofy talking about something, I'm running away from you. Hey man, just to hold on for a minute. Just to sit up there and speak to you, you know what I mean, for 2 seconds, man. You've been crying over that bitch for a little minute, man. Yeah, you've been crying over that bitch for a little minute, man. And the cold part about it is, that bitch ain't even thinking about you, homie. But go ahead, let me deal with this call and I'll get back to your squares. What's happening?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Bless, man. What's happening with it?
Yeah, man. This is Brandon, man. I chopped it up with you of the sessions like about 4 or 5 times.
You chopped it up with me when?
Through the sessions and stuff. We normally have like sessions and stuff. I just wanted to let you know who I am.
Consultation?
Yeah, consultation.
Okay, yeah, I think I know. Yeah. What's happening with it?
Oh, not much, man. I just wanted to say I appreciate your content, man, and what you put in the spirit and everything. But I have some questions. But don't get mad at me, man, because really ain't nothing. But it's just pertaining to life.
Bro, your phone kind of faded out, but go ahead.
Yeah, you better?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me better?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, man. Like I was saying, I said don't get mad at me or nothing because the questions that I have aren't pertaining to the game. It's
Oh, then
pertaining
I
to life.
can't. Yeah, but yeah. We talking about the game right now. I don't even want to change the energy. Straight
Okay,
pimping,
cool. I
and hard.
appreciate that, man.
All right.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right, take it easy.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, what's going on? Turn your background down.
You good?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, man, I had to tap on one of the greats, man. Hey, you say you hear me good, though?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's happening?
Okay, yeah, man. I've been watching your podcast, you know what I'm saying, as of lately. I got mad games from you, you know what I'm saying? I came across a lot of rules in my youth days, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I resonate with this pimp shit a lot. I'm not no pimp, by the way, but I learned a lot in my youth days, you know what I'm saying, by keeping it a buck with them, you know what I'm saying, always keeping it G, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, but, you know, I don't even want to waste your time, man. God bless you, man.
All right. Damn, you don't want to waste my time, but you did. But you did. But blessings to you. Almost got in, bro. Oh, you did? Keep calling. Hello?
Hello?
What's happening with it?
What's up with it, man? I'm calling from Oakland, California, man.
Oh, man, you calling from that place.
Yeah, I am. And I want to give you your props, but before I do that, I don't want to promote my show. You can say I don't have to, but I still want to give you your flowers because on my show, I did a reaction video to that roast you did with one of the callers. Mm-hmm. And I got the most views by using the pimping name. Out of everybody I did a reaction to, you know what I'm saying, I got 1,000, you know what I'm saying, 400 views. You know what I'm saying? I did my show, I started my show like 5 months ago. And like I said, man, I tuned in on that roast you did. Man, I can't, it was, man, you let blood go for a minute. He started off by saying, stop talking about people after they get off the phone. You want to roast people when they get off the phone, and then you just let him go. And then, man, I put that on my show, and hey, man, that's the best show I got on my shit.
Dig that. Yeah, dig that.
So, if I could, you know what I mean, I wouldn't mind, you know what I'm saying, shouting my show out. I shot you a donation today, too. You feel me? I wanted to ask for permission first. I didn't want to just get on, you know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but basically my show is a 70-30 show. You feel me? The 70-30, what I mean by that is, it's dealing with relationships. I don't feel like a man should be 50-50 with his woman. I don't feel like a man should be, you know what I'm saying, at eye level with his woman, because at the end of the day, if you 50-50 with your woman, you can't tell her what to do. You have to ask her what to do. And if you got to ask a woman what to do, you feel me, she can damn near take the 70 from you and put you at the 30, and now she's telling your black ass what to do. So, you know what I mean? So, hey, shout out to Sinful to P, man, you feel me? And that's all I wanted to call in to say. And, you know what I mean, I'm finna continue listening in because I know other people calling.
Man, thank you for calling in, man. Blessings to you. All right.
It's all good, boss.
Hello?
Yeah, what's happening, Sin?
What's going on with it?
Got me. Man, I just called to give all homage, man, to the game, bro, that you be putting in on us, man. I had a situation happen Saturday with a bitch, man, and all I could think about was when you always say don't react emotionally, act, you know what I'm saying, with your mind, don't use your heart, man. And just wanted to call and give a little homage on that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, your teachers don't bounce off the wall, bro, because I thought about it how you and Free say don't get the police in your business. And man, she popped my chain, stretched my shirt out, hit me in the face 2 times. I said, boy, if it wasn't for your voice playing on my head saying, don't act emotionally, the heart is wicked. Man, them people have been all in my business, man. I followed the stairs out and gave her a 3-piece chicken, man, with no biscuits. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Just give her homage, bro. Let you know, man, your words and your teaching, when you bring that word out, man, it don't go in vain, bro. That's all I want to tell you, man. Keep that shit up, man.
Appreciate that, man.
I look forward to it.
Man, blessings to you, man, and thank you, man. Always mentally respond and never emotionally react. That's right. Blessings. Hello?
Hello.
What's going on?
Top of it, Pete. How you doing?
Top of it, man. Talk to me.
All right. So the question I have for you, P, is how do you feel about a bitch? Oh, sorry. So I fired a bitch, you know what I'm saying, because she's not following, you know what I mean, the right instructions and all that stuff. Now the bitch is back on my line telling me, you know what I'm saying, how much she needs me and all this other bullshit. How do you feel about letting a bitch back into your household that wasn't doing what you were supposed to do in the first place?
If it's repairable, then charge the bitch. Meaning that, you know what I mean, if it's a situation where she can reconcile with you, she hasn't disrespected you as far as putting them people in your business, snitching on you, or disrespecting you verbally, or, you know, physically neglecting you to the point where you just don't want to be bothered no more. If it's repairable, then by all means, replenish the hoe. Don't be finished with the hoe, replenish the hoe and charge her. You know, don't let her come back for free. You know what I mean? Put the fee in the heavens and see if the bitch jump from earth to touch that motherfucker and bring it back to a pimp. But by all means, man, you know what I mean? Charge the hoe.
Okay.
Yeah, charge her.
Said on one. Yeah, I already did that, but I was just trying to think about it. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on. So you took the bitch back?
I haven't taken her back. I told her to go get some money together. I told her I gave her a number, and I told her when you have this, give me a call.
Then that was pretty much telling her that, you know, she got the opportunity, you know what I mean, to still fuck with you. Yeah. Now it's her choice whether or not she go get that or not. You know.
Of course.
That's on her. But again, if a bitch ain't did nothing abominable to the point where she done told on a motherfucker, or she done did something that was just downright, you know, disrespectful, then yes, man, you know what I mean? I'm gonna allow that bitch to be able to redeem herself. You know, I'm gonna let her come back. But when she come back, she gonna come back, you know what I mean, with the right mentality and the right amount of currency that I charged her for.
Of course. You know what I mean? She already know. I already explained to her that, you know what I mean? She knows I'm not playing around, you know what I mean? There's a reason why she got fired in the first place, and we are where we are right now. But you know what I'm saying? If you come back to fuck with me, you already know how I run this show, and there's certain things that you do that aren't going to be accepted. And it's that simple.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's a lot of guys that allow women to come back, but they just allow them to come back any kind of way. If you allow a woman, and then let me say this, the charge a lot of times got to be more than just some money, because a bride could disrespect you, and now she think that as long as she come back with some money, you know what I mean, that she can keep getting into a continuity of disrespecting you as long as she come back with some money. And no, you know, you don't want to send that type of message. So what has to be explained is, not only do you come back with the financial, you know what I mean, responsibility that I gave you, but you're going to have to change your mindset. Yeah, because when you was here, when you did this and when you did that, yeah, that's not going to fly. You know what I mean? So ain't no sense of you wasting time coming back, you know what I mean, with that money, you know what I mean, and if you ain't got your mind right, if you're not willing to be obedient and, you know, submissive in totality. Because giving me some money, that's one thing. But full submission, obedience, that's letting me know that you completely, fucking with me. Anybody can give me some money. I mean, shit, a bitch will give me some money just because I'm handsome. But, you know what I mean? Are you going to fuck with some pimping? Meaning that are you going to be obedient? So, yeah, explain to that
You gotta
broad.
pay and obey. You know what I'm saying?
You said what?
Pay and obey. You said you gotta pay and obey. It's not just the money.
Well, you got to obey and pay because, she's paying because she's being obedient. So, the obedience always comes first. Because she's only paying because of obedience. So, yeah, it's obey and pay. Yeah, but
like you said, right? The bitch can be paying me, and you know what I'm saying, not obeying me in other aspects, right? So
right, but
the
what
money
I'm saying is, yeah, but see, that's obedience. It's like, okay, if the bitch is paying you, of course she can do that pretty much with anybody, but she's paying you because she knows she has to pay you. So it's a form of, obedience, but it's not obedience in totality. Because obedience in totality is not just me surrendering my money, it's me surrendering my mind, my heart, my spirit, all of me. And I whatever you want to do with me, yes, I surrender. That's when you completely have, this woman. Because, a woman to just pay you because she just like you. Or maybe she want to get fucked, or, women have all type of reasons why they want to get involved, with that man. Very few women are getting involved with men today because they really want to be pimped on, Very few, a selective few. But did you?
I hear you, man.
All right. Blessings to you, man.
What was your?
Let me see. I'm trying to get into the Take Your Work Future. I don't know what he talking about. He just called in about his wife. Hello?
Hey, what's going on with you, Sam?
What's happening with it?
Hey, man, so a couple callers ago, you were speaking to a cat and you was talking about how, a lot of guys, they don't really have, I guess, when it comes to women, they think that a lot of women are just fags and they not really out here for the game, whatnot. And from what I've seen, it do seem like it has been a culture shift within America with, the women. It don't seem like there is as many, feminine, submissive women that want to abide by, principles that, a man is instructing them to live with abundance. And I wanted to know what your thoughts were on that because I see that you moved to Canada and a lot of cats, they also said, going out of state or out the country, you'll find a lot more feminine, submissive women that, will be willing to follow your instructions. And I wondered if that was one of the reasons why you went out there to Canada and just what your thoughts were on that altogether.
No, I came out to Canada because I had a woman that had been giving me loyalty and currency for over 2 years, and she had never physically seen me. So when I finally got my passport, of course, this was the first country that I came to. That's why I came here. That's why I'm still really here now. Her and the other little Boston baked bean head ass bitches. But what I will speak on that is when you're a man, regardless of what country you're in, whatever woman is involved with you, she's going to have to follow, these rules and regulations that you've given her, regardless of what country I'm in. But on another note, what I will say is I can't deny that certain women have been raised in certain cultures. Certain women have been indoctrinated from the days of their youth, from a child. Some women have been taught how to be submissive, to their man, you know what I mean, since a little girl. And then they have an example in the house. You know, so just imagine being raised in a country where the religion, you know, that is pretty much being exalted, you know, predominantly is something like Islam. And they're teaching the young girls how to be submissive, you know, how to be loyal, cook, clean, and you know when to speak, when not to speak, having a spirit of humility and submission. You know, we can't deny that if a man goes to, you know what I mean, another country, you know what I mean, that he'd be like, damn, you know, shit, it wasn't too much resistance with that. If he come out the ghetto, you know what I mean, or something like that, you know, if he come, yeah, I don't know what the goofy, you know what I mean. Some people just goofy as a motherfucker. But if he sit up there and come out the ghetto, he's not gonna be, you know what I mean, used to this. He's gonna be like, wow. He's amazed. Like, wow, I didn't even think black women could even be like that. he had traveled to another country, man. And after having certain experiences with black women in other countries, he might say to himself, like, I don't even want to deal with another black woman, or it might even go a step further and say any American woman.
Hey, that's
I don't
real,
even want to
man.
deal with
Hey,
that.
that's real.
You know what I mean? Like, why would I put myself through that type of listen? And I'm not denying it. Like I said, if you're a man, you're gonna be a man in any country that you're in. But sin cannot deny that if you have some experiences with women in other countries, 9 out of 10, a lot of you wouldn't even have a desire to want to even be with a woman in America no more. Something must have happened with his phone. But you might not even want to be with a bride in America. You might say, man, I don't want that ghetto shit no more. Yeah, that shit ain't even for me. Yeah, I'm done with that. You know? Hold on. Bitch want to argue and all of that? Bitch, argue with yourself. Hello? Hello? Okay, gotta go. Hello? Hello? Yeah, speak up. Come on. What's going on?
Pete, good, man. Good. Finally, nice to talk to you, bro. You done helped me through my, just with life in general. My question is, man, I done got myself together. I done went and got those CDLs I like to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Got my body right. I'm staying clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what I can't get past is the hey, how you doing part. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm approachable, but when it comes to approaching, it's always that's still that ghetto mentality that I have. Like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Little mama, that type of shit. You know, I just can't beat that. And I'm asking you, like, how to get over that stage of it.
How are you not past that stage of it? Do you read?
Yes, sir. Plenty books. You know, I like to say I come from
hold on.
Dick Gregory University. Okay, go ahead, bro.
So what I'm trying to not understand is how are you not past? How old are you?
I'm 40.
Wow. So
I spent a lot of time locked up, so I don't look 40, but I am 40.
Okay, so what I want to say to you, regardless of whatever age you are, if you're constantly in the faces of women, you know, your conversation will get better as you keep having, you know, conversations with women. Because you keep learning, like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, or, ooh, the way I said it, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
right.
But then again, let me stop.
You pinpointed it, man.
I did, but let me go a step further because A lot of times I be expecting people to think like me, and no. So let me simplify it. With everything you do in life, not just your conversation, but with everything you do in life, if you see that you're not successful at this right now, what you would want to do is look at what you just did so you can see what you're doing incorrectly. All right. And then after seeing what you've doing incorrectly, you know what I mean? What can I do to improve myself? And that's why I asked you, brother, do you read? Who you talking to? That plays a big part of, the type of conversation you're going to have, because there's no way in the world that you're reading every day and you're having conversations with individuals who are intellectual. You're not, it ain't nowhere in the world you having good debates or speaking on good topics where y'all, going back and forth, you know what I mean, expressing yourself, expressing your ideas on different topics every day, and your conversation doesn't get better. You're supposed to become more wittier. You're supposed to, it'll get to the point you don't have to rehearse anything. Why? Because you constantly reading and debating and communicating with people every day. So your conversation just naturally just gets better. It won't be, hey, little mama, a hey, baby, a what up, shouty. But at the same time, let me give wisdom on that. There's a population of broads that is applicable to. You see what I mean? Like, if you was with me, and let's say if we was in downtown Chicago, the way that I would approach a career having woman, she has a career, she's successful, she's doing her thing. The way that you see me talking to her, that's not gonna be the way that I'm approaching some female in the low end of Chicago. That ain't gonna be the same way I'm talking to a woman. I'm pulling up on Eberhard, or you know what I mean. I'm sitting over there talking to some broad, you know what I mean, in the '80s of Stony Island or something like that. It's gonna be completely different. You're gonna be like, damn, Sin switched it up exactly because I got a different approach on how to coach, a woman to, do this or that. You know what I'm saying? I have a different approach on how to, come to this broad or talk to. I got a different approach on that. You know what I'm saying? So Sin man, I like the way he was talking to her, and they was talking about, business, or maybe they was talking about, crypto, and Sin ain't even into crypto, but he having a conversation about crypto. Why? Simply because that's something that is it's her interest. She was interested in talking about that. And sometimes you have to talk about things that you don't even have an interest in just so you can get to a conversation that you have an interest in. It be like that at times. So, but what I'm showing you is not only do you have to have knowledge so you can have a conversation, but you have to have wisdom on who to have this conversation with, who to have this presentation with. Because for each population, there's a different presentation and conversation that you're going to have it with. If you're talking to a professional broad, you're going to talk to her on some high intelligence, elegance type of shit. You know what I mean? You coming real elegant and intelligent to the broad. But if she ghetto, you might be like, hey, come here. And she like that type of shit. Ooh, he aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So it's just knowing, instantly, you know what I mean, how to come at each broad you see.
Cool.
Huh?
Hey man, just want to say appreciate you before I got out of here, man. That's I think what happened to me. I've been stuck on you and Dre like for the past. I'm talking about every day for the past couple of years, if not 5, and I mentally shot past everybody I know, but I'm still in the same place. I just need to put my face in new places so I can bring out that conversation I'm doing.
All right, brother. Thank you. All right. Well, blessings to you. Okay. Let's see, yeah, man, if chances are, if I'm getting at 10 women every day, if I'm getting at 10 beautiful women every day, at least 10 women every day, my conversation should be getting better. My confidence should be increasing. Hello?
Hey, Sam. So, just the brother, the call that dropped earlier, man. There's just one follow-up question to the question I asked you before that I want you to expound on. So earlier I asked you the question about, how, the women in the States, they're not as feminine as women overseas. Now, what are your thoughts on, as a man, is it my responsibility if I come across a woman that doesn't already possess the characteristics of a woman that I desire, but in other ways she might, have qualities that I like? Is it my role as a man to mold her into being a feminine, submissive woman, or is it more so, or what's your thoughts, or is it more so finding a woman that
You already know
possesses
the you
what you're
already
dealing with?
know you already know the answer to that ABC 1, 2, 3 question. If you a man, you give a woman instructions on how to be, and you tell her how to conduct herself. You say, no, stop doing that. That's too aggressive. Stop doing that. That's tomboyish. Stop doing that. That's masculine. Don't do that. You know what I mean? No. Don't bruh me. Ain't no bruh. Ain't no You don't talk to me like that. Matter of fact, you don't talk like that at all. Don't listen to that. That's what's got you acting like a man now. Turn that bullshit off. You know what I'm saying? Seriously.
Real shit.
When you a man, you run your household. You know what I mean? You run it. You don't allow them to watch anything. You don't allow them to just hear anything. You don't allow them to just say anything. When you a man, you have total dominion over this woman. If you see that your woman is saying or doing something that's contrary to that, you know what I mean, that's femininity you correct her. This is contrary to that which is right. Stop saying that. You know what I mean? Baby, hey, come here. Come here. What did you say? On God? Yeah, stop saying on God. Yeah, don't put it on God, baby. Your word is strong enough, for me to believe you. When you say something, I believe it, baby, because it's you. And I trust you. I like you. Your heart, your character, all of that is pure. Stop putting it on God. Ain't no need to swear or put it on God, your mama, your father, because when you do all that, baby, I think you're lying. You got to correct her. You know what I mean? Don't let her, and all that profanity coming out her mouth, stop all of that. Don't let her nigga this, nigga that. Don't let her do none of, even if she's a black woman. Don't let her nigga this, nigga that. Don't let her do none of that. Correct her. Now, with some women, you move with a wise and slow process, meaning that she slip up sometime. You know what I mean? She might be from the South or might be from some places in the Midwest, and she just she got bad habits. It's not gonna change overnight. So you got to have patience with her. But at the same time, while you having patience with her, is the spirit of wisdom lead? Correct. Reprove, rebuke. You know what I mean? That's what you for. You're a man. Run your household.
That's real. I think in my past, I've just been kind of, avoiding women that, don't already possess those qualities, and, going more towards women that do, and, leading those type of women. But it seems that it's kind of hard to come across those women in America. So it seems that the onus is on me to, like you said, take responsibility for correcting, especially with the black woman. I'm black, I'm a black man. And I feel like it's a part of my responsibility as a man to lead, the women and children in the right direction. And, you know, it just seems like even when you see like the brother Kevin Samuels, because me and my brother was talking about this, and we was like, man, you know, that's what Kevin Samuel was trying to do. And, you know, you just seen all the hate and vitriol that was coming his way for trying to lead, you know, our women in the right direction. So it seems you really have to have a armor on your heart, man, and your emotions, man. You gotta really be callous when it comes to dealing with, you know, that type of responsibility, because it's gonna be a lot of you know, negativity that come your way just by being a man, you know. Especially when you're a black man. So it's like, I'm pretty well off, so I had the option to stay in America or leave. And I've been thinking about just leaving this motherfucker, because it just seems like, to me, you know, I know you the pimping, that your life revolves around, you know, understanding people and being able to handle them. You know what I'm saying? But for me, you know, I'm a businessman. You know, to have the responsibility of correcting a bitch all day, that shit annoying to me, to be honest with you. But I do understand that it is, you know, as a black man, you know, that maybe that responsibility is on me. So I just wanted to know what your thoughts were on that, man. But you gave some good game, and it was kind of already some things that I already thought, but it was just like, man, just accepting that shit. It's not.
Yeah, see, you're putting the importance on the pimp when I'm looking at the man. Okay, so regardless of whatever my lifestyle may be, the businessman, the pimp man, the gangster man, the doctor man, the minister man, the pediatrician man, whatever man, if this woman is with me, she's gonna be in complete obedience to what I'm conveying to her, what I'm saying to her, what I'm instructing her to do. You know, regardless of what my lifestyle may be. You putting the importance on the lifestyle. The importance is on the man. You know? And if this woman is with me, then that means that she's conforming to whatever I'm informing her about. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Whether it's irritating or not, annoying or whatever, as a man, it is my job to, if she's ignorant, it's my job to make her knowledgeable, because I'm a man. You know, that's what a man is. He's a teacher. A man is a teacher to his woman. So if my woman is ignorant because her mother didn't teach that, or her father wasn't there to teach that, you know what I mean? By her being involved with me, she's now my responsibility. That's how I see it. It's not because I'm a pimp. It's because I'm a man. This is the ministry of a man, to inform my woman, to encourage my woman, to lift my woman up. This is the ministry of a man. It's not the you looking at it all wrong. You looking at it as, oh, he doing that because he a pimp. I'm showing you that I'm doing this because I'm a man. Even if I wasn't in the lifestyle. If this woman is ignorant, if this woman is moving in some areas in ignorance, then I have to stop that. Why? Because my woman is a reflection of me. So how is she my woman and she's ignorant? Exactly. So let's go for the spiritual man, the carnal man, the street man, any type of man. If this woman is involved with me, you know what I mean? She got to be the reflection of me.
Hey, but then I was saying more so, right, with you, you know, or I'm not going to say with you, I'm just going to say with a P in general, right? You know, with a P, one of his greatest resources is his ability to acquire a woman. You know what I'm saying? So the more women that he can acquire, the better for him. So the broader game that he has, the better for him, right? Because he wants to try to accumulate, you know, as many solid women as he possibly can, you know. And you know how the game is. You lose one, you gain one. You lose one, you gain one. But for a regular guy, you know what I'm saying, it's not as, we get a woman or a couple women and a few women and we cool. It's not, I think it's not, we don't have to be able to engage with the broad scope of women out there. We can pick and choose. Hey man, this bitch is not, these are the type of bitches is not, type of bitches that I want to be around. I'm gonna leave them over there and I'm just gonna focus on this type of woman. You feel what I'm saying? But like you said, with you, being that you got the game, that you can go out to the hood, you can go out and talk to the businesswoman. The reason why you develop that skill is because of the lifestyle that you in. But every man don't need to have that skill in order to live a good life. We could just be able to focus on dealing with the businesswoman and we could be okay.
Yeah,
Or
but that
the
has
submissive
nothing.
woman.
Yeah, but that don't have nothing to do. Again, that don't have nothing to do, man. But what I'm saying, and that don't have nothing to do with this man shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, if she's your woman, that is your responsibility. You know what I mean? To whatever, she's ignorant pertaining. If you have, first of all, if you're knowledgeable about something that your woman does not know, why wouldn't you inform your woman?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with pimping. That has everything to do with being a man and just caring about your woman. That's it. So, again, if she's outlandish, if she's foolish, if she's brutish, if whatever, if I have taken the responsibility of being a man to her, it is now my job to make her into what I want her to be. And that's for the spiritual man and the carnal man. Yet again, stop putting the importance on the lifestyle and put it on the man. All right. Let me see. By all means, take heed. That's right. That's right. Yeah, he putting the importance on, it's because you a pimp and whoop, 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 and whoop, 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 whoop. No, nigga, it's the man, the man, the man. Hello.
Yeah, man, I had to call back in because I know you got a verbal crucifixion coming up for Charleston White. And then, too, I don't want to be in the middle of anything, so I'm going to call him by his name, per se, the saint in the center.
Bro, why you
I can't...
Bro, we talking about pimping, we talking about pimping and horn right now. Why you bring them up?
Oh, shit, my bad. Thank I apologize.
All right, yeah, man, we talking about pimping and horn right now. We not talking about them squares. What's wrong with them? Again, the number is 702-800-9473. Yeah, we not talking about no squares right now. Hello?
216. I didn't.
Okay. Blocked. Just like that. Let me see. Yeah, get your man off of men. Hello?
Hello, this is man. Look, man, this young boy D. Look, man. My thing is, I'm just a young nigga. I'm just trying to fuck. I'm an age.
Okay, man. Pimpin' and horn. Danish money. You stupid, Flock. Appreciate that 10, man. Good looking. Good looking, man. Yeah. Appreciate the respect. Soon as he came in with all that freaky deaky shit, I let his ass go. Hello?
Hello? Yeah. I got a question. It's about, because I know you're in a lifestyle and you deal with like multiple females. And I know like every female is a headache, they got their own different personalities and stuff like that. I just want to ask you, how do you manage dealing with a bunch of different personalities and dealing with a bunch of jealousy and stuff like that from a bunch of women?
Well, everybody has different philosophies on how they deal with it and things like that. But I wouldn't say that I don't even like the way that sounds. I deal with it. I preside, as far as deal, but I preside, and yes, different personalities, different spirits, and things like that. But the main thing is when you're spending that alone time. It don't even matter if you had, as I like to say, a large following like King Solomon. You can have, 20 or more, whatever. But when you're spending that time, if you pull one to the side out of that, or the next one to the side, whenever they get to spend, whether it be 2 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, a few hours, just like, okay, I was supposed to do a live earlier. But I couldn't, I could have, but I decided to spend some time, with my hoe, because I knew that she needed that. And what I love most about her is I love her maturity. I love the fact that she has matured in that area. It's an area that she used to cry over because, a bitch be wanting her time. But as she matured and she's evolving and things like that, she understands that I'm with a man that is going to always have, he's always going to have people gravitate, to him. And that woman has to accept that if she's going to, so that's why I didn't like when people say, how do you deal with it? I don't deal with it. If she's jealous, that's inevitable. She's a woman. Jealousy is going to come. Saying, how do you deal with it? I don't. I just keep pimping. they always say, saying, how you deal with it? I never deal with none of that shit. I keep pimping. What do you mean by that? Meaning that whatever shit that them hoes got going on, man, hey, unless it come to physical blows, I ain't got nothing to do with that Wendy Williams ass shit. My concern is what's the count? Yeah. I'm not into who got an attitude with who and who jealous of who. I've learned to just be a man and just do what the fuck I want to do. And not let a bitch define me. You know what I mean? Because a bitch can't define a man. She can only agree with what the fuck a man is doing. So if I got 20, 30, or if I got 2 or 3, whoever the fuck is hoeing for me is accepting what the fuck I'm doing. Do you understand what I'm saying? They accept what I'm doing, with how sin is pimping. So after all of the fighting and the cussing and the arguments they having amongst each other, hey man, I'm not getting into hoe business. That's hoes among hoes. What I'm saying is, it's just like a father looking at his kids. Kids gonna play. Kids gonna argue. Kids gonna fight. That's the same way a wise pimp look at them hoes, man, like little ass kids. I don't have nothing to do with that.
The way you said that, it made sense too. Cause I had like the 2 bros I was dealing with at the same time, and they knew of each other and shit. And after a while of dealing with them, I'm like, man, it felt like I'm kind of like dealing with like kids type shit, but. It became a headache to me, so I'm like, man, I gotta just, leave this shit alone. But yeah, it was like, jealousy and little bullshit going on.
Man, listen, I done sit up there and had, and she'll tell you right now, she probably started crying. She'd probably cry laughing. Oh my God, I'm just tired of this. I don't want to do this no more. It's like you'll never spend no time. Woo, woo, woo. And when the bitch was doing all of that, I'm laying in the bed, just looking careless as hell. I say, baby, get in the bed. No, don't try to. Bitch, get in the bed. And now she in the bed crying, telling me everything. And now I done sit up there, you understand me, and opened your mind. And as I like to say, I done moved some more motherfucking furniture in here. I'm creating, I'm enlarging my mansion home in your mind. I have a permanent, eternal residence in your mind. I don't care about all that crying and shit that bitch is doing with all the rest of them hoes and shit like that, that's hoe business. I'm into the pimping. I'm into the man shit. What am I saying? I'm into what the fuck I want. Talking about, how do you deal with it? I don't. I don't.
Hey man, you make me feel like I ain't gonna lie, man. You make me feel like a sucker for even using that word deal. So, I'm about to,
how do I deal with it? Yeah, how do I deal with it? I don't. I can't stand her and woo 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 woo. Yeah. After sometime I done actually let a bitch, and I don't even know why you still got her, cause she ain't even doing this and she ain't even doing that. And after she'd say all of this, how much you got on you? How much you check? Oh my God, you ain't hear nothing that I said. How much you got on you? I don't have nothing to do with that. You having an attitude of trying to check me about what I got going on with another hoe. I'm not even gonna waste time and cast pearls before swine. I'm 38 going on eternity. I'm an old nigga now. That was that young nigga shit that I used to do. Hey, bitch, you know what I mean? Don't be sitting over there telling me about woo, 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 woo. Every now and then, that's cool, but I don't know. I'm on some other shit now. P, what you mean I get paid just for being sinful to P now. I'm not even gonna disrespect my manicured nails and my cologne going back and forth with a dusty ass bitch about an attitude that she got with another dusty ass bitch. No. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna disrespect the cologne I got on with all that goofy shit. No. That's on you. If you mad at her, that's on you. I can't allow you to put that energy that you got going on into me. I still got to sit up there and go live on YouTube. I still got consultations I got to do. It's an energy that I got to bring. And I can't allow you to bring that demonic shit you got going on, bitch. So again, like I said, I don't deal with it. I just, I pimp. P, what does that mean? I do the pimping. What's the count? What's going on? I'm not concerned about you having an attitude with another. Because if you really fucking with me, the way you say that you fucking with me, for you to allow your problem with another woman to be so big that it's greater than the solution that we got together, then you was never meant for me any motherfucking way. Get your weak ass on. You know what I mean? If you allow another hoe to run you off, or a problem that you got with another bitch. Now, one thing I say is, if it come to a physical or if it get too disrespectful, then yeah, the pimping gonna check it. But as far as all of that verbal shit that them bitches be, I don't like her and all of that shit, like, hey, the hoe ain't chose up on the hoe. That's not her job to like her. Her job, she chose me. Her job is to sit up there and go take care of what the fuck I sent her out the door to take care of. I'm not concerning myself with all that other shit. You know what I mean? A nigga sit up there, man, and make black hairs turn gray, thinking about all that goofy shit that these bitches be sitting up there talking about, man. You know, the wiser you get, the older you get, a lot of times you just let them bitches just talk to be talking. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it be like, yeah, this bitch just need a hug. Or she just, you know what I mean? I'm going to just tell you what a lot of them niggas ain't going to tell you. Sometimes, you know what I mean, this bitch just needs some alone time with the pimping. She just needs to sit up there and spend some alone time with the pimping. You know what I mean? Get some of this good pimp dick and get a good pimp fucking and send her on her merry way so she go to work skipping. You know what I mean? And she, you know, that's it. All that bitch doing is crying for some attention and shit like that. That's about it. But all of this, how do you deal with? Nah, man, I don't deal with it. I pimp.
Nah, for you. Respect.
Yeah, just like that. Hey, do me a favor, y'all. Get my likes up to 700. But yeah, good looking, man. Appreciate the call. Yeah, get my likes all the way up, man. We up to 666. Yeah, get that number off there. Get them likes up. You know, get my likes up, man. Make them likes touch that 700. Everybody hit that like button. But yeah, you know, I ain't forgot about you. Yeah, you still crying about the bitch. I don't know if they blocked you. I hope they didn't block you. But yeah, for y'all that don't know, you know, that dude, man, he be coming on different accounts. The little nigga that came in here talking about some, yeah, you always running from me. You see his sucker ass ain't call in. You know what I'm saying? He's still crying over a bitch that used to be pretty much in the conscious community, Muslim and all of that shit. You know what I mean? And the bitch ended up choosing up with some pimping. And he mad about it. He was sitting over there on the phone with the bitch. They trying to build her chakras and all that old goofy shit. And then the bitch sit up there and decided to fuck with some pimping. Yeah. She decided to fuck with some pimping. Seeing had her all in that old town, Scottsdale. Seeing had her all on 27 to begin with. Yeah. And I even took it a step further because I knew that the square nigga couldn't deal with the shit. But yeah, nigga, I used to enjoy fucking the shit out that bitch. I done put nut graffiti all on her face, her booty, all of that shit. So when you looking at, oh my God, this beautiful black queen, how could he sit up there and disrespect the ancestors by allowing this beautiful black queen, oh my God, to go outside and go get his money? I could play you some shit right now, you know what I mean, that'll fuck you up. I might, and if you say, matter of fact, I might, nah, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that, because you might commit suicide. You might commit suicide. But you know, I got videos, you know, saying tell the truth. You know, I'm a Chicago nigga. You know, we keep videos and shit. You know what I mean? And Sin got a lot of videos of your girl. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? She a cold smacker. A cold smacker. You know? No disrespect. But yeah, man, you know what I mean? I respect the conscious community, you know, just like I respect women in religiosity. But reality is, you know, it's one and the same. You know what I mean? If you got some game, you know what I mean, then you can have the same, you know, results, you know what I mean, that I had, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Some people already know who I'm talking about. Those that been at the channel for a while, they remember when I knocked a bitch. And she one of the most talented bitches that I've ever had. She could sing her ass off. And boy, can she suck a hell of a dick. And she could take some dick too. Mm-hmm. And that been having you just mentally fucked up ever since that this pimp from Chicago, you know, was all in Arizona, you know what I mean, just pimping on that beautiful black queen and dicking her down. Oh my God, dicking her down. You know? Yeah, man, that bitch got my DNA, man, you know what I mean, in her throat, homie. Yeah. And you sitting over there. She told me, I know about y'all having all of them long-ass conversations on the phone about, you know what I mean, Black history and all that. And that's cool. And you can still have them, you know, you can still have that. She told me that you had called, you know what I mean, speaking down on me and shit, and she stopped you. You know? And that's sad that you be talking, having all these conversations. I'm just using him as an example because a lot of y'all are like that. You want to talk to a bitch for hours and hours and hours. You really want to fuck, but you're not man enough to say, listen, man, I'm really just using this as a front. I really want to get between them legs and fuck the shit out you. You know what I mean? I'm tired of playing. I'm tired of doing all of this conscious community shit. You know what I mean? I'm tired of saying, sister, can we build? I really want to put this dick inside you and build. What's happening? You're not man enough to do that. You're not man enough to, you know what I mean, take your dick out and get to it. You know what I'm saying? You sitting over there, you know what I mean, talking about all that goofy shit. And that's why you had all them long ass conversations that led to no fornication. You just got nothing but conversation. The bitch friend zoned you. And then you got upset at me and be getting in my comment section with different accounts mad at me, you know what I mean, because the bitch decided, you know what I mean, to do. Matter of fact, God's gift to the game. I'm trying to think. Was he there? Matter of fact, you was there. Bro, you was there. You probably remember the bitch. You don't remember the hoe that I had that I told you that can sing her ass off. I think I even had her sing for you. I definitely had her sing for Freeze. I remember that. You know what I mean? She's a singing motherfucker. She was there during the time, 27 was there. You know who I used to call 27 because, you know what I mean? Because couldn't no bitch hoe like her on that 27. That 27 was her, you know? But do you remember? You probably don't. I remember everything. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. He's sitting over there still heard about the bitch. Yeah, man, he heard about that bitch, man. He heard about her. I could play him something right now, man. It'll hurt his heart, man, to hear all of that. Oh, you know what I mean? Ooh, and then I got another video, man. She's sucking my dick so long. Yeah, you don't even want to hear that. That'll hurt your feelings, man. You know what I mean? I shot so many children, you know what I mean, in her throat. You know, oh my God, that beautiful black queen. Oh. Let me see. Damn, now I want to see what she look like. Oh my God. Let me stop. I know he gonna be like, he was on there talking about you, queen. That's what I told you. You should have never got involved. Oh my God. And I came in his comment section and he was talking about pimping. How could you mess with this degenerate? How could you mess with this outcast? Yeah. Not the Muslim chick that called a while back. Tony, you've been here for a while, so you probably know who I'm talking about. This situation's so old that prior to me knocking her, I actually tried to give the bitch to Johnny. That's how old this shit is. Me and Johnny was cool at the time. I tried to get a bitch to Johnny. The bitch didn't want to fuck with Johnny. She wanted to fuck with me, man. So, you know. Matter of fact, on one of my lives, if I search for it, on one of my lives, she's singing on that motherfucker. You gonna make that boy jump a brick. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I know this unpimpish to say, but since you listening, I'ma say it because I know it's hurting your heart. But I ain't gonna lie, I miss that bitch getting my money, man. I miss that bitch getting my money, man. And another thing, you know what I mean? I miss fucking the shit out of her too, man. I miss that bitch sucking my dick. You know what I mean? Swallowing my nut the way she used to and smacking the way she used to smack. My Lord. Just to think, you could have experienced. Nah, you couldn't experience because you ain't no pimp. But anyway, if it is, let me see. She fine as fuck. Yeah, Tony, remember? Let me see. No, she brown like me. What the nigga say? But let's leave that alone. Come on, Punchy. I just be saying what niggas want to say, but they be scared to say because we in the lifestyle. But yeah, I miss that bitch coming in and giving me my money, man. I really do. You know what I mean? I miss that. And that bitch used to lick under the balls. You know what I mean? Yeah, she licked under the balls. I'm like, hold on. What you trying to do? Hold on. You know what I mean? All around the balls, man, you know? And you even lick my balls. Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, let me see. Who else want to call in? The traps was checked back then, saying they wouldn't believe the stories. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she wasn't like no hell of a, in comparison to the money that I was getting at that time. She was decent, but you know, that's one thing sin ain't gonna do. I ain't gonna lie on nobody horn. Like, you know, she was cool, but in comparison to what I was presiding over, nah, it wasn't. Nah, you know. Now, if she wouldn't have got jealous and she would have stayed down, you know what I mean, and you know, like she was supposed to, she would have had a better, you know. Yeah, but I know that still fuck with you. You be creating different accounts and all that goofy shit, man. But the truth of the matter is, you can hate me or whatever. I could even die today. But just know that I'm the nigga that had that bitch getting in and out of cars, sucking, fucking, putting her life on the line and bringing it back. I got what you wanted from her. I know what it's like to be inside of her. I know what it's like, you know what I mean, to put, you know, a world of nut in her throat. I know what it's like, you know what I mean, to put nut graffiti on her booty. That's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you still on the phone talking about chakras and all that shit, you know? Let me see. I'm just picking up game. That's right. He gonna have to pull everything gonna be all right. That's right. It'll be all right in a tricks car. That's right. Ooh, yeah. Oh, man. Ooh, wee, baby. You know, it'll be all right, man, in a tricks car. And she made it all right. I need to be the P on the same shit. No, you don't. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Bug, stop looking like that. You know what it is. My question ain't for everybody, but I did send you an email. Oh, you did? You know what I mean? Hold on. You about to have this nigga on the plane looking for your ass. Oh, shit. It is what it is. Yeah, we didn't talk enough. I'm just talking shit now. I might as well talk shit at least to 5 o'clock. It's 4:55. You know, I remember having so many pointless chakra conversations with chicks I just wanted to mess with. And honestly, truly is the best policy. It really is, man. Listen, let me all game. Listen, as a square, I give you square as this. Just like I tell pimps, young pimps to pimp with the truth. For you niggas that ain't pimps, tell that bitch how you really feel. You ain't doing nothing but wasting time. Don't you see? Let me show you something. Just like a pimp talking to a square, as he keep having conversations with that broad, or he could be talking to a hoe, or he could be talking to a square. But one thing that square and that hoe got in common, the more conversations that he keep having with that bitch or them bitches, and he haven't charged or broken none of them, they have gotten comfortable talking to him without paying them. And just like a bitch can friend zone a nigga, these bitches are friend zone the so-called pimping. If he ain't pimping, you know what I mean? The spirit of pimping to speak to you and be like, hey, you've been talking to this bitch for way too long. Hey, ask for the money. And if that bitch ain't send no motherfucking money, if she didn't break herself, if she had justification and excuses more than some money, I ain't got nothing to talk to you. Every bitch know that, listen, when sin told you to send it and you didn't send it, I ain't had nothing else to say to you. Straight like that. Can't damn bitch tell you that sin told me to send some money, I said no, or I didn't send it, and we still talking. We kept on talking. No. It's impossible. Ain't nowhere in the world. No. That ain't how it go. And see, that's what happened. He was talking to her, having all of these intellectual conversations, and was talking to this bitch for over a year. You know what I mean? Met her a few times and never got a chance to even, man, only thing he came close to is a hug. Now tell me that ain't a sucker. Tell me that ain't a sucker. You having all these intellectual in the sky conversations, knowing you want to fuck. And the bitch friend zoned you. She's like, oh, that's just my friend that I build with. That's just gonna be the nigga that I speak to about the gods, the moons, and Aztec and the Inca and Kemet and all of that shit. He gonna be my Kemet nigga. I'm gonna call Sin when I want to go sell some pussy, give him all my money, suck his dick, fuck on him. You know what I mean? I'm gonna call Sin when I want to get in and out of cars. You know what I mean? Be down 9 and 10 hours and shit like that. I'm gonna hit Sin up when I want to be a hoe. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him up. With you, I'm gonna talk about. You know what I mean? The Zulu Nation. I'm gonna talk about all of that, man, But with Sin, I'm gonna get straight to it. Oh my God. How dare you even come in my comment section? Boy, had to be on drugs. I got your heart in my hand. The nigga she speak to about she really like. Right. Some of you are like that. You're laughing, but some of y'all are like that. Y'all having conversations with women that you genuinely want to fuck. And you talking about all of this shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Even if it's a conversation that, it's got, some good biblical, historical, meaningful, powerful, shit to it. Some intelligence, some substances being shit. So the fuck what? You've been talking to the bitch for over a year. She definitely friend zoned you. She's like, yeah, that's just my little friend I build with. You just gonna be my friend I build with. You just gonna be the one I have debates and discussions with, but I ain't never gonna fuck with you or fuck you. I mean, hey, to each his own. True story, right? Even Minister Jap will tell you. Jap, no? Why you think Jap respect me the way he respect me? Because he know. It was a bitch that was around him. And Jap didn't know, you know what I'm saying, that she would go. But he had the bitch all around him and all that type of shit. And, matter of fact, some of y'all that watch Jap, he used to have a picture with this woman with her mouth open. He was just looking straight ahead and she had her mouth open looking at him. That's the bitch. Yeah, but that very same bitch that he had around, he's like, man, I didn't even know that wow, bro. Yeah, I knocked her off a consultation. Yeah. And it was a good time when I knocked her too. Because I sent her right to that motherfucking, you understand me, Kentucky Derby to go get mine. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. To that motherfucking 4th Street. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And that nigga Jap was like, bro, you serious? For real. He was like, you serious? Man, I didn't even know. I didn't even know she, you know what I mean? He didn't even know. Some of y'all messing, and that's not making Jap look bad. I'm just showing you that some of y'all are talking and being around bitches right now, not even knowing that you know, this same bitch that you talking to or fucking on and all of that, man, a pimp will talk to that bitch, man, and now all of a sudden, you see her getting in and out of them cars. See, cause she tried to lie to Jap talking about some, oh no, you know, I was fucking with Sin, but see, I was just dancing. She'll just dance and lie. She'll just dance, I was just stripping for Sin lie. Ain't no bitch that ever fuck with me, you understand me, was just dancing. Fuck out of here with that shit. I was just dancing. You have to be a fool to think that a bitch was fucking with Sinful the P and she was just dancing. I was just dancing. Boy, these hoes got laughs for days. I was just dancing. You know, let me see. I didn't even know it. And right, she want to sell ass. He ain't even know it. She want to give Sin all the cash. He ain't even know it. That's right. Didn't even know it. Tell them, you sent her to the Daytona fan. Look at you. All or nothing. That's right. That's right. And the same bitch I'm talking about, she done got her body done now. So, you know, now that she got her body done, now all of a sudden, you know, I'm supposed to be like impressed and all. Bitch, knock it off. No, I'm not impressed. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got a car, I got my place now, I got that. Yeah, that's what's up. But a pimp didn't count it, bitch. That don't mean nothing. You know? So, hey, let me just say this. A lot of bitches like a motherfucker that's just gonna keep it 100 with them. That bitch knows she got that ashy part on her ankle, and you sitting up here talking to her like she the queen of 2,000 moons and all of that shit. And Sin come right behind all of that like, hey, bitch, you know you ain't shit. Oh my God, Sin, why you say that? You know? Hey, you know you ain't shit, right? Oh my God, why would you say that? That's why I say the best dating coach is a pimp, because nobody got more game than the pimp. The best dating coach is a pimp because a pimp is always sending hoes on dates. Let me stop. Like she's guys give to men. Right. He's sitting over there some of you niggas be licking all the bumps on the booty and all of that shit. After she done got off a public bathroom seat and you just licking all the bumps on the booty. Seeing to be the only one telling her, hey, bitch, you know you ain't shit. Sitting over there putting your bare ass on that public bathroom seat and didn't even put no tissue down on a toilet seat. Bitch, you ain't shit. Bitch, you nasty. And you sitting over there telling her she the queen of 2,000 moons, the black woman is God, and all that old dumbass shit. You know? Saying what if a square likes ashy? You gotta be an ashy nigga to even ask me a question like that. That's an ashy ass question. So you gotta be an ashy ass nigga to even ask me some ashy ass shit like that. I fucks with you though, but that was some ashy shit to say. We didn't like ashy. Fuck out of here. Never chase or sweat a bitch. She should be chasing you. Man, keep hitting the line, bruh. She doing respond to your text left speechless. Rolled by her house. That producer Molly Mall was pimping hard in Cali until they caught him. Molly Mall was not no pimp, and he wasn't doing no pimping. He was doing a whole lot of conning. He's not a pimp. Stop it. Man, y'all got that shit bad. Some niggas be just like these hoes. Because a nigga got a situation that appeared to be good, y'all started like, ooh, he a pimp. Like, no, he's not. A good con male. You know, Molly, I can't take that away from him. He got some game. But it's good con game. It's not pimp game. Let me see. He can't do the same thing that a pimp can do. Always remember that. So you might see a nigga with a badass bitch, right? He got a Kim Kardashian look-alike, but he can't send her where he want to send her. It's on condition. So you got to ask yourself, can you compare him to a motherfucker like me? I gives a lovely fuck about that bitch being a Kim Kardashian look-alike. I'll take Whoopi Goldberg over a Kim Kardashian look-alike and take Whoopi and sit up there and get Whoopi Goldberg numbers, nigga. Pretty is, pretty does. I'd rather have Whoopi. Give me Whoopi. If Whoopi know how to be obedient and submissive, you know what I mean, and listen to a pimp, use them 2 ears on the side of her head, give me Whoopi, man. And you can take this badass white bitch that tells you no and tells you that she won't go, and y'all debating on how you gonna send her and all of that shit. I don't even want no bitch like that. I don't. You know what I mean? Stop doing that. Y'all be putting different individuals in the category of a pimp. If he ain't doing what he want to do, how he want to do it, you can't say that nigga a goddamn pimp. I could take my hoes anywhere and everywhere and do whatever the fuck I want to do with them. Can you do that though? And if you can't talk like that, be like that, move like that, then don't compare none of them niggas to me. I don't care what he driving. I don't care what house he living in. I don't care. That shit on condition. That's not pimping. Pimping is doing what you want to do, how you want to do it. And if you can't move like that, if you can't sit up there and hey, get up. Yeah, take a shower, bitch. Put on some hoe attire and shit like that. You know, this nigga done challenged me. We about to have a pimp off. Yeah, we about to have a pimp off. We meeting on the blade. Your feet about to touch concrete. If you can't do that, then honestly, just say you getting money. And I respect that. You're a getting money nigga. I respect getting money niggas. That's right. Get your money. Just don't put the label of pimping on it. Because if you can't do what I do, how I do, then how the fuck you gonna be put in my category? See, you tripping over Whoopi Goldberg. Hey man, I'm like this. If Whoopi sitting over there giving me some good hoeing, sooner or later, Whoopi gonna get bent over. Sooner or later, Whoopi gonna be around here sucking some dick. Sooner or later, Whoopi gonna be walking around naked, cooking a pimp's food. You know, pretty soon, Whoopi about to have nut graffiti on her booty. Why you bullshitting? Why you got Kim Kardashian over there, whatever bitch that you just think is just so bad or glamorous, and you tell her to do something, she say no, and I'm a woman, I have a mind, don't talk to me like that. She don't even call you your pimp name. She say, stop talking to me like that, Steven. I told you I'm not a blade walker. I'm not a street walker. You talk to me with respect. You talk to me with respect. You don't talk to me the same way that Sin talks to his hoes. You talk to me with respect, Steven. Do you hear me? Do you hear me talking to you, Steven? Don't talk to me like that. I'm not a street walker. I told you that. And if you can't deal with that, man, let's just stop. Let's just let it go. Do you hear me, Steven? She don't even call him. He be calling himself, you know what I mean? I just take a comment. He be calling himself Mr. I Cost the Pimp. She don't call him that. She be like, whenever she get mad, Steven. Do you hear what I'm saying to you, Steven? Don't try to talk to me like I'm some little hoe on a street corner. Come on. She might even go a step further. I'm your wife, or I'm your girl, or I'm your woman, Steven. Don't talk to me like that. I think you've been hanging around Sinful a little bit too much, and you've been watching the way that he talks to his women. But don't bring that shit to our door. That's where it stops, okay? Do you hear me, Steven? Yeah. You niggas rather have that Kim Kardashian type of broad where she disrespecting you and talking back and going, man, fuck all of that. Give a fuck about that bitch being no beautiful blonde or her looking like Faith Evans in the prime or, I could care less, man. Yeah. Give me a obedient hoe. I will take a Whoopi Goldberg looking bitch over a Kim Kardashian bitch any day as long as Whoopi is obedient, submissive, and ready to listen to a pimp. I ain't got time to be going back and forth with Kim Kardashian. She gonna fuck around, oh my God, Philip. Oh shit. She thinks she too good to sit up there and really get down and about it, man. I'm not into that. Right. I'm not your hoe. I'm your queen. How dare you talk to me like that, Steven? Like, I ain't got no. I'm not into that. I'm into pimping. I'm into a hoe being a hoe. Keep that pimp shit outside. Right. Y'all talking about Iceberg Slim. Yeah, that's what his wife told him. Yes, I would have to tell him. He would just be talking about all those pimp stories. And I think sometimes when he would tell those pimp stories that, he would probably go back to that frame of mind. And he would just be talking to me sometime any kind of way. And I'd be like, hey, wait a minute. Hey, pal, I'm not your hoe. I'm not like those girls that was doing all that nasty stuff for you. Man, I'm your wife. So you need to check that shit at the door. Don't bring that pimp stuff in the house. Oh shit. I don't want that, man. I'm cool. I don't give a fuck how bad the bitch is. I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I'm cool on that. No, I'm cool on that. I ain't seen no bitch that I thought that was just that beautiful to say, you know what, you just so fine. I'm willing to tolerate disrespect and neglect towards my instructions. No, I ain't seen nan bitch that fine. That bitch don't even exist to a real pimp. That's for you. That's not for me. King Difference just laughing his ass off. But that's just 100 with it. I'd rather take somebody who you consider to be, unattractive. And one thing I will say, man, if she a hoeing motherfucker, that's one thing about a real pimp. If she a hoeing motherfucker, she's attractive. That's one thing about a real pimp. If she is a hoeing motherfucker, a real pimp is going to have eyes for a real hoe. It's this one hoe that's ugly than a motherfucker. She from New York. I'm just gonna keep it real. The bitch kind of look like Lou Gossett Jr. in the face. You know what I mean? Her face is nothing to behold. Her face is not in the will of God at all. God has nothing to do with her face to the natural eye. But because she's a hoeing motherfucker, if that bitch hit my line right now, saying, I got such and such, can I come to Canada and fuck with you? Bitch, what took your Boston baked bean head ass so long, bitch? I'll be here when you let me know. I'll be in Toronto to pick you up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, pretty is pretty does, man, when it really come down to it. You see what I'm saying? I know how to beautify a hoe anyway. Uh-huh. I'll get that bitch out that whole little Mary J. Blige, My Life. I'll take her from Mary J. Blige, My Life, to Mary J. Blige, You Are My Everything. Women that know music know what Sin's saying. You know, I done took her from feeling like the My Life song by Mary J. Blige to now she's singing Mary J. Blige's You Are My Everything. You know? That's what the pimping do. Let me see. Huge market for this here. Hey, this woman I'm talking about, she's a hoeing motherfucker. This ain't just from no Instagram. No, this is some street shit. Different pimps then confirmed it. She is a hoeing motherfucker. She done took 1P that didn't have a car, didn't have a house. See, this is real hoeing. Let me put that out there. This is when you some real hoeing. This shit now that these bitches, 20,000 followers, 50,000 followers, or she argued with somebody, or she got into an argument with a pimp, or she trying to expose a pimp on Dinosaurs, all that old dumbass shit. Hey, check this out, man. This bitch is famous in the game by hoeing. This is when you recognize, by doing some hoeing. When a real pimp was fucked up, but he ended up knocking this hoe, and now all of a sudden he got you. Now, you know what I mean? He S550 riding. Now all of a sudden he 5-bedroom house living. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is hoeing. This is hoeing. You know, this is every motherfucker that this bitch has fucked with. You know what I mean? Either they got enhanced, or if they didn't have nothing going on, they had something going on after knocking her. This is a hoe. This is a hoe that's famous for hoeing. Not because she's popular on the ground like most bitches is today. No, she's famous for hoeing. So that's why, I respect this bitch. I respect her hoeing. You know, she's a real one. This ain't it ain't a game. Hold on. Oh, did it die on me? Okay, my other phone died on me. Hold on. Sure did. But it's cool. That's why Pimp got multiple phones. So I can come in the comment section. See what y'all got going on. Okay, bam. She kept it low type shit. How you feel about a hoe getting work done? I don't feel no type of way about a hoe getting work done. You know that she's increasing her marketability. As she increased with her marketability, you know what I mean? The currency just gonna go higher. Yeah, that why would a pimp stop or frown upon a woman? It's just certain things that a woman can't gain in the gym. She can do certain things to perfect herself, you know what I mean, in the gym. You know, like a lot of these surgeries that these bitches is getting today, you know, these bitches is lazy. Bitch, you could have got that at the gym. But there's certain things that she couldn't have had gotten at the gym. So she had to get surgery for that, you know, and it is what it is. You know, if you can do something or have something done to increase your woman's confidence, because a pimp can give a woman game all day, but if she don't have the confidence to release the intelligence that he gave her, it's still gonna fall on dry ground, because she don't believe in what the fuck she's saying. And a veteran trick, a trick with some trick discernment, he gonna discern that, you know what I mean, the bitch don't believe in what the fuck she's saying. So that's why it's imperative that you send a confident hoe out the door. So if you can do some things to increase her confidence, so when that woman look, in the mirror, she can see, the reflection of perfection, then that's what the fuck you do. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. I don't think I missed anybody. It's a difference between the female and that woman that submits to the man's vibration. She went to Mexico to get it done cheap and quick. Hey, fuck all that cheap shit. Bitches be dying. Yeah, don't do nothing cheap. Don't do nothing cheap concerning your body. Don't be trying to pull out coupons. Don't be trying to look for where you could get it the cheapest. When it come to getting shit on your body, you know what I mean? Bitch, if you gonna hoe up or whatever the fuck you gotta do, you make sure you come with the best for the best. This is your body. Ain't no motherfucking cheap shit when it come to your body. Bitches trying to get coupons and booty BBL coupons and all of this shit, bitch. Fuck all of that. Ooh, I heard they doing it cheap out there. Nah, fuck that. This your body. When it come to your body, you pulling out top price. This is something you got to deal with. And let me also say this. I ain't never seen so many bitches in my life that just want a fat ass just to have a fat ass. You know what I mean? You got so many women that want to, look like, dress like a hoe. Have a body like one. Sometimes even talk like one. Want to do everything but some hoeing though. But back to what I was saying, man. Yeah, make sure that if you a woman, you've been thinking about, getting some things done, man, you pay top dollar. You look for the best. You do your research. And not only that, work out. So many women getting all these fat asses, and after the bitch gets some surgery with her ass, she's still eating all type of ways. She's still eating all type of bullshit. She's still looking like, you understand me, some motherfucking ground beef mixed with, some motherfucking bullshit. She still look like, her body still look like wet bread. You know what I mean? If you take some bread and wet it and just put it all together. You know what I mean? Come on, bitch, you got to work out. Just because you got that surgery done, you got to still work out, man. Seeing too many bitches having surgery and still not working out. What was the point of even getting this booty if you wasn't going to be motivated, if you wasn't going to get inspired to get your big ass in this gym? Let me see. You know they be looking like wet bread. Stop it. You know that. You trying to act like sin, just talking just to be talking. You know they be looking like some wet ass bread. BBL cool. That's right. Damn, wet bread. Yeah. But look, I'm over 3 hours, man. I'm going to go ahead and end this, man. This was the first. I don't know when we're going to do this again, but this was cool. We started at 2. We did pimping whole hours. I appreciate y'all because you didn't have to do it. Oh, my God. Don't that look so beautiful? Don't that look so beautiful? Yeah. Sin might end up changing because I've been here for a while. And not just that. Motherfucker talking about going up on price. Nigga, I'm already paying $4,000 a month, to be here. So let this motherfucker try to, nah, we're not about to do that. Yeah, we know he a nigga from America, so we just gonna charge him the whole world to stay there. I'm already being overpriced. No, we're not doing it. We're not going up over that. So if they go up on that, Sin will be switching places. Be like, ooh, I love that view, Sin. Yeah, about to be a whole nother view. Let motherfuckers fuck around and not see my views. Let a motherfucker say, yeah, we gonna go up. And yeah, you gonna go up. I'm gonna be going. Yeah, let a motherfucker not see my views. You gonna see a change of view. Ooh, saying I love your view. Yeah, you been seeing this view for over a year now. Shit, I've been staying in this building for, let me see, shit, damn near 2. But let a motherfucker not see my view. It's gonna be time, like Cube said in the song, I had to bounce. And they gonna bounce. Let me see. I'm an hour ahead. Oh, okay. Sunrise do. Yeah, it's a beautiful. That's one thing I love about being here, man, is that sunrise. But anyway, man, I enjoyed you guys, and you already know this video will be going on the Patreon. Yeah, this video will be on the Patreon. You know, whenever I do these Pimpin' Hoe Hour videos, yeah, definitely going straight to the Patreon. So if you want to see this video again and videos similar to this, you're going to have to be on the Patreon. But it's been a blessing, man. I love you guys. You going to be back later? Yeah, later on in the day, because I meant to do the live yesterday, because y'all been talking about Irv Gotti and all of that shit. You know, Irv, old simp ass. Y'all wanted me to talk about that shit, man. You know, simp gonna keep on simping. You know, that's right. Rest up, Crump. But all right, man. Blessings, everyone. Have a great day. Likewise, baby. Likewise, gorgeous. All right, man. Y'all be gone, man. We out of here until later on. Out.